lighting's not bad today. Maybe I should close that one and open that one. I suppose this far back's okay. The further back I am, the more handsomer I am. The further back I am. God damn, I'm ugly these days. Look how much I've aged. Oh my God. I can't believe how much I've aged. How you doing, Braz? I hope you're good. I hope you're happy. I hope you're well. I hope you're kicking along in life, mate. Okay, that's what it's about, you know. I hope you're working your way up. Okay, and yeah, if you're not, be happy with the life you got. Don't worry about, you know, climb, stress. Yeah, the more you got, the more you need, and the more that, you know, you become thirsty for more. Okay, it's never enough. So that's the problem, human nature. So just try and live well, mate. Just try and live a nice life if you can. Try and live quietly, peacefully. You know, all the stuff they say that I'm not. Okay, I used to be the crazy one. So yeah, all the things I'm not. All the things that I used to be. You know what I mean? It's amazing, boys, you know, like the proverb, it doesn't matter what the other person does or says or anything like that. Only your reaction is the abuse. I swear to God, you have got to remember that. Okay, throughout your life, you have got to remember that one thing. That it doesn't matter how much they throw at you or what they do to you or how they treat you or how they talk to you. None of that matters. Only your reaction will matter. Only your reaction. Okay? So they're allowed to throw as much abuse at you as they want, and the only abuse is when you react to them. Remember that. It'll save you a few problems in your life. You know? I wish I'd known that earlier. I wish I'd known that earlier. But, you know, it's a beautiful day in the neighbourhood, a beautiful day to be a neighbour. Oh, won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Won't you be my neighbour? Okay, welcome to the stream. I am making a tuna roll. A tuna roll with lettuce. I don't know if I've got any mayonnaise. I'll have a look. Otherwise, I'm happy, mate. I'm okay. Oh, you know, I'm not happy, but I'm okay. I'm keeping my mental stability. I'm keeping my men's mental health. They do not give a fuck about us, okay? So remember that, boys. They don't care about you, okay? Your mental health or whatever they've put you through or whatever does not matter to you at all. To them at all. And the only thing that matters is your reaction, how they can use it against you, what they can say against you, how they can use it against you. Look what he said, look what he did. Oh, look, he's this bad, he's terrible, you know, rah, rah. But it's got nothing to do with me, okay? So remember that. It's really, really important that you remember that one thing from me. You know what I mean? Is only your reaction is the abuse. And keep hold of your mental health. Don't let it eat you inside, because it just eats you inside, slowly. It just eats you and eats you, you know, slowly. Because you think about things and you ponder things and shit. So that's what men do, okay? And they hate us. They hate you for that, man. They'll use it against you. They'll use it against you, boy. Anything, everything they can use against you. And even when they've got a pile of good stuff, they will go straight to the one thing that they can grab hold of and go, look, and it overrides everything that you've done. Everything. Completely overrides it. And no one asks a single question, okay? So be careful. Be careful. Sometimes you're just better off just to sit there and say nothing, rather than stick up for yourself and, no, just... treated like a police interview. Treated like a police interview, viewer. No comment. And you'll still get hung. You'll still get hung, mate. They've got a permanent noose out the back with a big tree and a permanent noose. And it's just waiting for someone to come in the front door, and they give them a good rifling, a good fucking jamming, and then they walk them out the back and hang them. Just fucking bang. You wouldn't even get out of the offices, mate. You know, I swear to God, this is a one hangman place that all men have to go to, and all of you are going to get hung. All of us are going to get hung at this one place, and there's no way you can get out of it. There's no way you can defend it. There's no way that you're going to change it, because that's how it's set up. You are set up to fail. You're set up to do it. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter. Okay? Job hunting, mate. We've been job hunting. What's on the agenda today? Hi, Lord Dobby. What's on the agenda today? Hi, I can't see your name. My eyes are no good. Mr. Prawn. We'll call you Mr. Prawn. Call you Mr. Prawn. Yeah, no, we're good, mate. We've been job hunting. Trying to improve the life, okay? And counting down the last thing before my hanging. Basically, counting the days down until I get hung. Hung, quartered, drawn. Don't have to say a word, just sit there, and you're going to get absolutely hammered. So I'll try and do my best to keep my mental health. Okay, so I try and get a job. We've applied for 7 so far this week, boys. 7. Okay, we did 5 the other last stream. I remember that, and I've done 2 more since. So that's 7. We are applying. We are trying our best. That's what I advise to you to do the same. But hey, you know, there's people half my age that are applying for the same thing. You know, good luck. Yeah, that's, you know, that's all I can do. That's all, you know. It's not like the old days. But I'm glad I've gotten through everything. I'm glad I'm at the tail end of everything. I'm glad that it's at this point. Everybody's bailed. They've all bailed. We expected them to bail. It's nothing, like, they don't surprise me in how they are, because this is what I've already said it's going to be like. And they can pretend all they want, but at the end of the day, that's how it is. So, you know, that's what I've been doing. Trying to keep my head good, mate. And my head's fine. I don't need, you know, my head's fine. You know, they want me to go and talk to rah-rah. Listen, what do you want me to talk about? What do you want me to say to the person that I'm hung up on? Are you I'm not hung up on anybody, okay? Fucking let me be straight to you. I'm not hung up on fucking anybody. I will not spend a second talking about fucking you, okay? Not a single second, okay? The only hung up I've got is rah, 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 rah. That's it. And the rest of the time, I'm fine. I've got a job. I've got somewhere to live. I haven't got a car. You know, at the time I had a car. I had a full-time job. I had my own place. What do you want me to complain about? What do you want me to... There's nothing for me to complain about. Yeah? So the psychiatric lady says, good luck to you. Have a great life. I don't see any problem with you. You know, what more do you want me to do? You want me to keep on going back and talking about whatever? Are you kidding me? Listen, man, let me tell you, under Australian law, if you were still talking about your ex 3.5 years later to a psychiatric person, then they would fucking have you, they'd have you in the hospital, mate. Okay? They'd have you in the hospital, mate. Yeah? You know what I mean? Like, who do these women, they think they're so fucking magic that you're going to be talking about them that far away. There's no way you have any power, you know, women, no power in your life after that. I've already been with 2 other women. I don't need to think about that. I mean, yeah. So I don't know what you're expecting from the Lord Dobby there, but I've got nothing to talk about to anybody. I don't complain or whatever. I don't hassle anybody. I've got to drain this. Hello, Armour. Hope you're well. God bless you too, mate. No, not in the laundromat. I'm at home today. I'm at home. I had it extended until the 15th. So I can sort it out on the 15th, mate. And they still want their late fees, mate. It's incredible. So I've got to go into the shop and talk to them. Because I'm just not happy with it, man. I monitored it on the day. You did not take the payment out. Instead, you're charging me a late fee every month. So turn the internet off. I told them turn it off. All I want to do is receive phone calls. I've got a daughter that's sick, and I want to make sure that she can call me if she wants to call her dad. You know, so all I need is receiving phone calls. I don't care about the YouTube videos or Facebook videos or whatever. I don't watch any of them. Like I don't TikTok videos and all that. You know what I mean? Like, can kind of do without them. It doesn't really bother me to not have them. And my next door neighbour gave me a lettuce. It was nice of him, mate. I've been doing masks this morning. I got them at the front. That's why I've got this jacket on, because I was doing some painting. So I've got them out there drying. I'll try and do a couple of Corys and just get them on there anyway. I mean, hey, you know what I mean? Get them done anyway. Maybe I'll crack it for one. Good on you, Angry Sonic. I hope you're well, man. Hope you're happy. Hope you're not too angry today. I switched over to this one. Switched over to that one. No sugar. Switched over to that because I drink too much iced coffee. So I thought for my health, cut out the sugar. So it says no sugar added. 30 grams of protein, no sugar added. It tastes okay, man. It doesn't taste like it's, it still tastes sweet kind of thing. Maybe they put a different sweetener in it, not sugar. They still sweeten that shit up though, right? Haven't been doing anything, boys. I'm just keeping to myself, really. I come online, I talk a little bit of rah. That's about it. I gotta be just normal person, man. Okay? Yeah. I'm not a crazy guy or whatever, Just a normal person, mate. Mind you, it has taken me, 3 years? It's taken me 3 years, boys. Okay? To get to where I am now. So I'm pretty happy with that. You don't need to be really rich, mate, to fucking be a father. You don't have to be super wealthy, mate. Doesn't mean you're not a dad. It doesn't cost anything to go to the park. It doesn't cost anything to go to the, to go to the beach. It doesn't cost anything to go for a walk. It doesn't cost anything to go to the park. Okay, these are all free. You don't need money to do it. So you've got plenty of places to take your child that doesn't cost you a fortune, and they can't throw it back at you that you can't do this or you can't do that. Money doesn't replace the actual person being and having fun with the child, rah. It doesn't, that doesn't replace it just because you've got money. So don't ever think because you're poor that you can't, right, take care of your kid or whatever like that. There are plenty of poor families out there, boys. Okay. I seem to be recording now. Recorded. Recorded. Yeah. So yeah, they try and find reasons for you to not see your. I got some cheese too, man. I got some cheese. I got a little bit, yeah. My money's just for food, mate. I just use it for food and drink, and that's it. I don't gamble. And bills. As long as my bills are paid, I'm pretty happy. At my time, I'm maintaining where I live. That rent's paid, and my bills are paid. So I'm maintaining. I'm maintaining that, and I'm maintaining some food. You know, I haven't been back to the food bank for a while. We're a little bit scared of the food bank. We're a little bit scared of that. Um, we've treated women differently since the food bank, man. Like we really have. Just keep away from them, man. Just I've learnt, you can't even say good morning, miss. Um, so no, I haven't been anywhere near it, mate. Yeah, just live within my means, bro. Live within my means. We're all in the same boat, mate. We're all pretty broke. That's just how it is. And we're heading into tough times, I think. I don't think it's going to be easy for the normal person coming up, mate, in the next couple of months. I think it's going to get tougher and tougher and tougher. They're going to come up with their new digital IDs and their new fucking, sorry for swearing, their new stuff they're trying to get passed on the laws here. We're following right behind Britain, right behind it, mate. The same thing with they don't need permission, they just do it anyway. And if they did ask permission and we said no, they're just going to do it anyway. They're just they're sold out, mate. All the governments are sold out. I've been telling you that for years, for absolute years. I've been telling you that. Half of these countries are gone. Forget it. They've been Muslimfied. They've been whatever you want to call it, Islamified. That's it. It's over. It's completely over. They've got no idea, and we're not far behind. Maybe 10 years. We're just 10 years behind. And the only reason that they're so good here is because they don't have political power. And our boys that are in power, they think to themselves, well, they're not going to have power while I'm in power. And by the time all that's done, I'm going to be retired in my mansion. Okay? So they don't care. They don't care because that's what, they're not going to be in power anymore. They're going to be out of power. So they maintain flooding and flooding and flooding the countries. Flooding the countries, boys. Europe's flooded, England's flooded, Ireland's flooded, everywhere they're just flooded by the fucking millions. Over here, we're at 1.2 million for this year. 1.2 million they're importing. So at least it's not illegal. They can't get into the country illegally. But hey, they're getting into they're here. They're arriving. So, they get married, they have kids, they grow up, that's the end of it. That's the finish of it, bro. It's finished. I'll be dead. It'll just take them a few more years down in Australia. We're a little bit down on the below here. It takes a few more years. Bitcoin is 23,000. I thought it was 150,000 or something. I thought it was like $2 million or some shit, Bitcoin. What happened there? I don't know. I don't follow it. It's fucking fake pump and dump shit. I don't follow it, man. I laugh. I laugh when that shit goes up. I really, really do. I just laugh to myself. So, I thought it was worth a lot more. I thought it was worth like 100 grand or something. I thought it was, 90 grand or something like that. Did it go down? Did it go down? And the other phone's charging, okay? I can't look it up. The other phone is on charge. So if it wasn't on charge, I'd be looking that shit up, right? Just out of interest. It was 20K. Okay, I thought it had skyrocketed. I thought it had skyrocketed 90 grand. That's what I thought. I thought it had, you know. Um, yeah, I didn't even haven't looked at any of them, mate. To me, I've been telling people for years it's just pump and dump. It's just nothing but pump and dump, and it'll only have value. Let me get the charge going. It'll only have value while it's being pumped and dumped. It's not worth anything other than that. All their meme coins, all their stable coins are all exactly that, pump and dump. They're not worth anything. They're more faker than the fiat currency that we walk around with now. They're not worth a damn. And people sell it for paper. It doesn't matter what they tell you, okay? All you got to do is ask them, when you sell it, what do you sell it for? That's all you got to do, ask them. And they say, well, what do you mean? I said, well, when you sell it, you receive the fiat currency, okay? That's its value to you, the fiat currency you sold it for, not the fucking coin value. You sold it for the paper value, okay? So, no, man, it's pump and dump. Very, very clever if you can get in. If you can get in, my hat's off to you. Okay, if you can get in and buy, and then it goes up, and you're into that, you can sell it, and bang. My hat's off to you. You're a fucking genius. Okay, you're a genius. Okay, no wonder you're driving a Ferrari. Okay, you know what I mean? No wonder you look at me and go, nah, I'm not giving you $5. I've got my fucking crypto, mate. But I'm just checking the power. Yeah, I need to keep making sure that I'm plugged in. And that thing's bothering me, man. It's bright as. That's a bit more comfortable, eh? You ended up divorced for fiat loses value, but Bitcoin is increasing. Okay, I don't know. It's in imaginary land. Lost most of my shit too, but got my Bitcoin only because you can fucking hide it. That's the only fucking reason you got it, cunt, is because you couldn't hide it. If she could find it, yeah, you wouldn't be fucking holding it. I bet you fucking squirreled that shit away in a little tiny drive, mate, and fucking buried it 10 feet down somewhere, hid it in a fucking tyre somewhere. I don't know nothing about it, Your Honour. I don't know fucking nothing, mate. It's gone. I fucking don't know nothing about it. Fucking hell. If she knew about it, you wouldn't have it. If she knew about it at all, you wouldn't have a single whatever it is that you got, because they take everything that they can, and then they blame it on you. You're the abuser, you're this, you're that. And the whole time they're sitting there just smiling with fucking everything. It's not good enough. It's not enough for them. It's never enough. It's never enough. You will be the blame for whatever problems in her life for the next 5 or 10 years. It'll be your fault. Okay, whatever she's not unhappy about is your fault. Okay. Meanwhile, they don't give a damn about you. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. But apparently you're supposed to be focused on them. Like, you're supposed to be focused on, like, are you kidding me? Fuck. Boys, I'm 56. I have learned you do not focus on a woman. Okay? I've done that in the past. I was young. I got broken-hearted and all, I went through a whole thing, man. And I've learnt, man, like, trust me, bro, the whole time you're crying, they're already fucking banging some bloke, okay? They're already doing their thing, mate. They're already in love. They've already moved on. They've already become independent, okay? But they walk away with everything that you've got, and then they acquire other things too, mate. It's not theirs. None of it is produced by them, but they end up with the result. Yeah? That's basically how they maneuver it. No, you need to bury that shit 10 feet down. You need to bury it. I'm just happy though, I wasn't as blind as people presumed that I was, and I wasn't as blind to it. So I maneuvered my paper out of it. I'm removing the paper. I'm not supporting it anymore. I'm not paying for it anymore.
That didn't make it too happy, bro. Very, very unhappy. Okay, because the wheels have fallen off, mate. Fucking, you know. Um,
You understand what I went through, kind of. You must have had a better one than me.
oh, the divorce thing was okay. It was only 12 months wait, and then you're divorced. And um,
I wouldn't have went any further than that. I would have just walked away. But I was told that I'll never see again. I was told then, years and years and years ago. So I had no choice. I had no choice whatsoever. I had to try and do something. So yeah, that's then it all.
because a woman, likes to walk away free, likes to walk away with everything, and they can start their own or restart their life, rah rah, but completely, utterly whole. Okay, they don't want to miss a stick of furniture. Okay, you know what I mean? They want to be able to throw your shit in the bin. They want to be able to pick and choose what they want to keep, and the rest they'll throw away in the bin. So be very happy that you got out of it the way you did, and as you've learnt a lesson at your age the way you have. You've learnt a lesson, and it may hopefully be a cheaper lesson than what it would have cost you in the future. Okay, you could learn a lesson, but it was a cheap lesson. It wasn't an expensive one. Could have been a very expensive one. Huh? You could be minus your children right now, mate. You could be minus your child right now.
And your only loss is your child. Your only loss. The property, money, whatever, you living the way you live, whatever, will not matter to you. Only that your child hasn't spent any time with you will matter. And that pain, that person will revel in it. Okay, they'll revel in that they've been able to do that.
My first wife did that to me. My first wife, that's how, they even moved away. I've got court orders, man, and they moved away, changed schools, the whole thing. Fucking, they did everything they could. Oh, it was an experience. I'll bet it was.
Did you see the other side of the human nature? The other side of women's nature? Okay? Remember it, man. Remember it. The I love you as I love yous were just fake yeah, as fake as they come, man.
Yeah, got to keep grinding. Stay on your path. Stay on your path. That's what I keep saying, telling gentlemen. Stay on your path always.
Good, bad, whatever it is, just stay your path, finish your path.
Start a new path. I'm hoping to try and get like a full-time job or a part-time job before I actually go to court and I can say I've got a job, rah, rah. Not that it'll, matter, but at least it's something. I'm trying, but hey.
That's what I found, yeah. Based on feelings, yeah. Well, it doesn't matter your paperwork, man. Not that I know of, anyway. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe I'm wrong. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping I'm wrong.
But yeah,
Just do your best. Do your best. You've done your best. You've got the paperwork to prove you did your best. And that's it.
that's all you can do. I've got older children.
And at least I can say to them, your dad never gave up. Your dad never gave up, hon. He never walked away. He never gave up on you and your sister. He never, he did his best. Yeah. Here's the paperwork to prove it for you. So it's nice that I can do that for my children, mate. because there's a lot of lies being spoken about you, man. Okay? There's a lot of lies. A lot of things that just aren't true. Made up storylines. You can't compete against lies. Okay? You just can't. You'll spend your entire life trying to disprove another person's inventions, another whatever they want to invent for the day. And they seem to get worse and worse and worse. The accusations that you'll have to deal with. Most men sink into it. The information, they sink into the accusations. They fall into it. They start believing it, unless it's true, unless you're actually doing what they're saying or whatever. But in a lot of men's cases, it's parental alienation. And they'll do whatever, say whatever, to keep you away from the child and to keep the child away from you. And it doesn't necessarily need to be true. It doesn't necessarily have any facts or any proof or any charges or anything like that. But it postpones everything. Just an accusation thrown in. And before you know it, you are 4 years down the track. And yeah, you'll still be battling. You'll still be in there trying to do your best. And they're all telling you, that's it for you. You're done. you're done. They've already hung you, boy, before you've walked up the steps. They've hung you, man. Don't you understand that? You're a walking dead, man, and you're not even in there. They've already made the decision. They've already come up with their surmises. They've already come up with their things, mate. They've had their discussions behind the doors that you don't know about. I'm not lying to you. Your own lawyer will be planning with the other team how to bring you down. Your own lawyer. Okay, you wouldn't think that. Yeah. Your own lawyer's trying to make deals, trying to get you to sign things, and you look at it and go, why would I sign that? Like, wait a minute, why would I sign that? And I find it really peculiar. I find it really peculiar, viewer, that you can be sent something and then 2 weeks later you get another piece of paper from a different source that's exactly in the same order. Exactly the same. Asking exactly the same thing. How did one source get to that source without being told? How did the same wording, how did exactly the same wording appear on 2 documents from 2 different sources weeks apart that I didn't know about? Had nothing. That's because they're making deals. They're making deals. They're talking to each other. Yeah? That you don't know about. So do not think that they have your best interest at heart, is what I'm saying to you. Don't think that, because the piece of paper they want you to sign is not in your best interest at all. Yeah? And I just wondered how did that happen? How did that, So be careful, man, because they plan your downfall behind the doors, and you walk in and you're going to get hung, drawn, quartered, papers signed. They watch everything. You watch everything, don't you? You watch it. I know you watch. I know you watch. Thanks, Alan. Anyway, I check in with you all the time. You are better today than sitting in that garage. Hope you get to see your kid, though. No, we haven't seen for nearly 4 years. No contact. No contact at all. No Christmas, birthdays, nothing. No video calls, voice calls. Their older sisters ask about them.
Not, yeah, we've all missed out on those 4 years. Aunties, uncles, all missed out. None of us matter. Um, I don't know what to tell you. Next month, this month, next week, we go back and try just to see what we can do. Um, Dead man walking, mate.
Dead man walking. How you doing, Tess, man? I hope you're well. I hope you're happy.
Just having a tuna and let us roll. Sitting in peace, mate. Sitting in quiet. Contemplating what to do.
Just what to do and trying to keep my mental health all right. I'm good. I'm fine. We've only got, I think, just 1 week to go. 1 week to go. We've been 7 months, 7 months journey this time round. It's been 7 months since I could get back in there again.
And we're going to try. Try. Unfortunately, it's completely stacked against me with their magic report they've got. Their magic little report they've got.
Um, yeah. I don't know what to tell you.
You have no chance. You have no chance unless the woman agrees with things and follows through, and she's actually a responsible mother and parent, and you know most of them these days just paint the ex as a drug addict, loser, can't do this, can't do that, is a terrible did, does SA on the daughter, SA on everybody, everybody's SA. Like you're painted as the worst of the worst of the worst. Okay. Most men never see their kids, mate, after family law court. There's thousands of me, mate. Thousands of me. This is how the game is run. This is how it's run, bro. And it doesn't matter if you do everything proper. It doesn't matter if you're completely legal and done everything proper and you've lived properly. You haven't done anything right. You've done everything proper, and it doesn't matter. It will not. It's set up that way. That's how I believe. It's actually set up that way. I mean, there's people that are going to judge you and write reports on you that have never met you. They've never met you. Not for 2 seconds have you ever met any of these people, but they've got a report on you and they know you, do they? They from what? Who did they interview? They didn't interview me. They didn't ask me a single question.
Okay? So it's stacked against you. It's done that way. Okay? There's nothing you're going to be able to do about it. And all the reports and all the things you do, they are all just going to be put onto the side. If they can find one thing, just one thing, one chink in the armour, if they can find that, they stay on that. They completely, that's it. It overrides anything that you might have done to help your case. So be careful as a man. These courts are not they're not set up for fatherhood or men, or they are specifically for the other side. They are. They are encouraged. They're enforced. They can lie. They can accuse. They can do whatever they want in the courthouse. They're completely protected. Completely and utterly. Apparently everybody's in fear.
Everybody's in fear of me, right? Everybody's in fear of me. They need protection.
Mate, I'm sitting there, and who do you think comes up and sits next door to me? Fucking next seat, right there. And everybody's afraid of me, are they? Everybody needs protection, and everybody fucking... You know what I mean? Like, it's used, the system is used that way. And then I asked my lawyer, and my lawyer said, no, move, swap seats with me. And we swapped seats with the lawyer because I'm the one that's going to be accused. If anything at all, I will be the one that gets accused. I'm the one that's going to pay the price, not the poor female, innocent female that has come over and says something or whatever. If you say anything back to her, bang, you're the one that's going to get charged. You are. So they know how to do the system, boys. That's what we've learned so far. We're not the crazy. I was never crazy, bro. I got diagnosed reactionary by a proper person, diagnosed. So I was reacting to what was going on around me. I wasn't causing problems, I was reacting to the problem. I was reacting to what the situation was. I was reacting to how I was being treated, how I was being spoken to. I was reacting to it. I didn't purposely go in there and start rah, 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 rah. I reacted to what was going on 5 minutes earlier. I just didn't have the camera on at the time. And I put the camera on so that I can't be accused of going over that threshold. You see, that's why I could prove to them, look, I didn't go over that threshold, okay? All I did is argue backwards and forwards. Yeah, I did, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. I didn't go over that threshold. I am not a threat to anybody. I spoke a lot of rubbish. I spoke a lot of rah-rah, but I didn't move over the threshold. So make sure you protect yourself, boys, because otherwise they'll say you tried to do this, you tried to do that, whatever it is. So if you don't record yourself, you're leaving yourself open to just the accusations alone, buddy. Okay?
I am in a bad place. I am. I'm not in a bad place, but I'm not in a great place. I've got things happening next week. This is all next week. I've got big things happening next week. And I've got to get it in my head
that I'm a dead man walking. Okay? I'm the storylines that have been laid down, the things that have been laid down here, completely, you're going to get hung. You're going to get absolutely hung. And it doesn't matter what paperwork you've got. I've got great paperwork, rah, 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 but it won't matter. Because they're looking for that one thing to get you. Just that one thing, boys. They don't need a stack of things. They can just pluck that one thing out and go, look, it says there, you should never see your daughter again. And that's it.
That's all they need. And of course they complain about me talking on the internet or me going online or having a live stream or having a channel. That all needs to be closed down. It all needs to be shut down. They actually think I sit here talking about them directly over and over and over and over, which is just fucking bullshit. They have no power in, I'm allowed to discuss my life. I'm allowed to discuss what happens in my life, how I feel, what I'm going through. I don't think I'm doing anything illegal in that. I haven't said anything directly or whatever about anything, but they want to take that away from me. And they want to try and charge me with things.
So to me, it's all a big smoke and mirrors. It's all I'm going to get hung.
I got no chance of seeing or being involved in any life, and that saddens me. It saddens me as a dad. It saddens me as being her dad, that I'm her father. I've got to fucking get that in my head that they're trying to remove everything from me, and there's not a whole lot I can do. If I stand up, I'm going to get into trouble. If I speak out, I'm going to get into trouble. So any way I look at it, I'm going to get into trouble. So,
I don't know what they're expecting me to do, but hey, I'm going to go along and smile and try and do my best. And I've got 6 days to ponder on it, 6 days to think of things, and it's hard, man. It's hard. It drives you, it drives you nutty. Not nutty, but I got to get a job too, man. Your internet is much better. Thanks, man.
yeah, sandwich.
It's a beautiful day in the neighbourhood, a beautiful day to be a neighbour. Won't you be mine, won't you be mine, won't you be my neighbour?
Nah, there's no peace deal. It's all bullshit. There's no peace deal, man.
It's rubbish. And the only reason that it actually took place is because none of them are there. None of the Hamas people were there. No delegation was there. They were represented by Arab states. They tried to make a deal. If Hamas turns up, mate, Israel bombs them. Okay? Simple as that. Doesn't matter where it is. As soon as they turn up to the meeting, the whole building will get blown to shit, which they've already proven they're going to do. They have no intentions of any peace thing, whatever.
Peace with what? It's impossible, man. It's like me holding a gun to your head and going, sign this piece of paper for peace.
Yeah? You know, like the oppressor is offering a peace deal to the oppressed. You know, it's just ridiculous. It is absolutely ludicrous, and anybody that believes it is an idiot. Trump has already sold that shit, dude. He's already sold Gaza. He's already got his little green fucking yellow fingers into it, mate. You know, he's got his Trump Plaza planned, and he's got all this planned and that planned. They've already sold the land. They're already over in America advertising to sell the land. They'll build their houses on top of the dead bodies, mate. You know, without any problem at all. And then they've just found a $130 billion gas reserve underneath Gaza. So you know, it's an annihilation, man. It's an absolute annihilation, just a complete and utter. You know, and I'm sick of the word war. There is no war. It never was a war. It didn't exist. Fucking, you know. They killed their own on the day. They went to tanks and did the whole thing themselves. It's a joke for anybody to deny it because there's videos to show it. And now that is why they needed to take control of everything. You know, the Jews love the media, mate. They love the fucking monetary system. That's what they like to control. So the propaganda now is, you know, you're not going to get any of those videos. You know, they're so safe and moral, mate, that they've had to infiltrate every single social media platform with one of their own little czars that sit on here deciding what you can and can't talk about. The G word, you know, is not allowed to be mentioned on here. You know that, right? You say it one word, I say it one word, and yeah, my channel gets, the stream gets unmonetized. So you're not allowed to say certain words on here as a streamer. So they're really coming out. If they can't pretend it doesn't happen, they're just going to wipe out all the information so you can't see that it's happened, and they can never change what's already been seen. You know, there's just no way of changing what's already happened. And now they want full control, man. They want utter full control of everything. And they're going to get it. They're just going to buy it all up. Use one of their billionaire proxies, mate, to buy it all up. So no.
There is no Trump convert.
I don't know. I don't give a
Fat's rat's thing, mate. Fat's rat's tail, okay?
They all go over and bless the wall, man. Every one of them, all the politicians, both sides, they all go over and hold their thing against the wall and rah rah.
That's just to show homage to the Zionist. Okay, they're all paid. It doesn't matter. Don't you understand? The entire fucking joint is paid for by them through APAC. Okay, so they're all paid for. All of them are. Every single one of them. It's not America, man. It's United States of Israel. It's not United States of America. America's gone. America's just a proxy. America's a proxy for whatever Ishmael wants and the bankers want, the people that are in control, the Ellisons of the world, the ones that are giving the billionaires, that are giving Trump money.
Have a look, man, how much money they've given over. That one group have given over to all of these leaders, okay? And then once you've gone past that, you've got to get to the UN thing, and they've all signed up to that. They've all signed up to the WWE, whatever the frick that is, Klaus Schwab shit. They've all signed into that. So either way, you're doomed. You're doomed. The only thing saving in America is because you've got the Constitution. That's the only thing saving you. You don't understand. Without that, you would already be like us, Australia, a slave nation. We're a slave nation, man. I mean, we've got digital ID coming out here next month. Digital ID. Yeah? Can't do shit without it. Can't go on the internet, can't do this, can't get a job, can't do whatever. You've got to have digital ID to function in Australia. So we are complete slaves. When that comes out, we are nothing but absolute slaves to the government. 100%. It'll be the following year, 6 months later, they'll introduce their digital currency. There will be no money. My children's whatever children will grow up with a digital currency. It doesn't exist. You've got credits. You've got credits on your thing like you're watching movies, the fucking futuristic movies. They're all walking around with credits. And then, it's all in that one box or whatever, and then the guy dies and all these credits come out of everywhere. It's like, it'd be like that, man. Nothing will exist. It'll all be in digital fantasy land. Now, remember, folks, the resources, the gold, the silver, the platinum, the oil, all of the real resources that are Africa, diamonds, all of that, they will also now be sold for digital currency. So now they're gonna be able to get their resources, all the fucking shit they really want, for fucking digital shit. Okay? So no, man. Remember, the real world relies on assets, not digital. So that's why your gold, your silver, your metals, your precious whatever, they'll all go up in value, and they'll go up in value so much that they will ban them. They will ban gold and silver. They'll ban it. You're not allowed to own it. They'll ban it. Not allowed to buy it. They're not going to allow you to spend your digital currency on precious metals, mate, or a real asset. Okay? You can't even go and buy $1,000 motorcycle and get $1,000 out without the lady asking you, where you're going to buy it, what are you going to do with it? Show me a receipt. Show me a piece of paper that says you're going to buy the motorcycle. That's a fucking bank. Fuck you, lady. Right? Tell her you're going to get a penal enlargement. That's what I'd say. I'm going to get a penal enlargement. Did you need some pictures? I'll get you a few pictures, before and after. Fucking, mate, these people are incredible. It's control, utter control. And it's scary, the path we're heading down, man. Scary for us, but it's not scary for them. It's not. It's not scary for the people in charge. It's exactly what they want. Our politicians, American politicians, they're on a lifespan, dude. They're only there for a certain amount of years, and then they all piss off and retire. So they don't care. They don't care. Think of the gobble. I don't know. There's too much of it going on, mate. No, I don't watch Nick Fuentes, mate. I've seen him, a couple of his things, but I don't watch. But I never watched Charlie Kirk either. I never watched. I've seen a few things, but he was all Israel. The entire thing I ever heard of coming out of his mouth was he was all for it, and then he changed. Something changed. And he was saying different things. And that's when I started to hook on to Charlie Kirk. Because, he was starting, you could see him waking up, to what's the real storyline. That is scary, man, the Charlie Kirk thing. Like, a lot of stuff has come out. There's one video out there, mate, that's saying it's the microphone. It didn't come from the roof, it came from the microphone. He picks up the microphone, he talks, and then he puts it down, and then there's a guy that they've got another guy on his thing, and he pushes a button, and bang, goes straight through the. It's weird, man. It really is. Cremated straight away, full on. Like, was it cremated or fucking buried straight away? Something like that. Um, anyway, I just the whole thing is Israel was scared.
He was against them.
He wasn't for them. And then you got this other guy came out 2 days ago with another interview, or saying he had an interview of messages and how Charlie Kirk had turned back and is starting to loved Israel and spoke highly of Israel, rah 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 rah, and it was a fucking lie, an absolute lie. So they're trying to turn it around. Okay, so I'm keeping away from these fucks, dude. I mean, these Zionists will knock you off without any, and you can't work out why, right? It's because of the audience, bro. Because of the audience, the age group, and who he's talking to, and how many were there. And then the following week, he was going to do an auditorium. He had a huge auditorium booked, man. What is this going darker all the time? What is this shit? 1 minute. The light keeps going down. That's so weird. I'm watching the screen just get darker and darker. That's better. And it was 30,000 people or something like that, 20,000 people. And he's against like everything he was saying. He was bringing up questions, and if he said that to that amount of people, and he did that over and over and over, that would change, right? They have no hesitation knocking people off, mate. None. None at all. If you think that they're not going to do it, mate, who do you think 9/11? Who do you think the buildings? Think of the ship that they already killed the American soldiers on it. They completely wanted to bomb the fuck out of the thing. There's all the way through history, mate. Are these people? All right.
There would be a Zionist, mate. The Zionists did it. Had nothing to do with whatever. They're saying
This, that, and the other. Rah, rah. Yeah, that's just the patsy. That's like a Lee Harvey Oswald. Okay, someone's got to go down for it. Rah, 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 rah. But there's just too many other videos that have come out. Like the one with the microphone was really interesting. Like the guys watch the microphone. Don't look at anything else. Just watch the microphone. See how he puts it down, and as soon as he puts it down, bang, the shot comes from that. He's saying, oh, he said, I reckon the thing is rigged. They've rigged the microphone up to rah, 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 rah. And then he starts pointing to the people around them. And it's just, man, I think it was an entire setup, the whole thing, the whole day, where the guy sat, where the table was, the exact thing, all a setup, mate. The whole thing was a setup, unfortunately. And they've stopped a voice like a Martin Luther King of the day. They've stopped that kind of voice from reaching others. And he was scary, Charlie Kirk, you see, because of who he's talking to and the age group of where he is in the colleges, and he's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And now they've blown it out by releasing the messages. We lost a Jewish donor last week or yesterday for $2 million, rah rah, because I'm not doing what they want, rah rah.
And he paid out in the messages Candace Owens shared. So
no, they have to get rid of people like that, mate. Okay, it goes for anybody. It goes for everybody. Whoever speaks out, whoever doesn't, whoever, you're not allowed to say certain things even on here as a streamer. I'm not allowed. Certain words I say, my stream gets unmonetized. I lose viewers, I lose subscribers, I lose followers because they're unhappy with my rah rah rah.
So they put reports in about the channel and stuff like that, mate.
They file complaints against the channel and stuff.
It's pretty full on.
Yeah, well, what do you want to... What is your fucking name? Mate, I can't even pronounce your name. All right, why don't you fuck off to your own fucking country and talk about them? Don't sit in my fucking country, Chahandri, what the fuck your name is, you fucking lebo motherfucker. Go to your fucking country and worry about your own fucking native people, cunt. Okay? I can't even pronounce your fucking name. Okay? So shut the fuck up. Okay? Complaints department is closed. Okay? Yeah, you know what I mean? Fuck. Yeah, I already know about my own past, man. Thank you. I already know my own past. Yeah, truth. What fucking truth? You're an idiot on the internet, a fucking troll. All right? Don't run your mouth in here, my son. Okay? This is Lord Dobby fucking live, not your live, and you're not on TikTok. Okay? On TikTok, you can get all offended and file your reports. Over here, you can't do shit. Okay? You don't guide my stream, mate. I'm allowed to ignore whatever the fuck you say or answer it. I am not obligated by a cunt. I can't even pronounce your name. Okay? Mate, I'd be worried, but don't worry about England, mate. Oh, don't worry about it, mate. You and your home brothers over there are going to take over. Don't worry, bro. You'll be under Islamic law very quickly over there. You're going to love it. And then you can move to Australia where it's free, okay? Where you don't have to worry about anything. You can move over here. Because that's exactly what you do. I don't care, mate. At least I've got a name I can pronounce. All right? I don't have a name I've got to look up on an encyclopedia to read. All right? Maybe you should just shorten that fucker all the way down, mate. Just shorten it all the way down, just to a fucking nickname, just to make it easier to fucking, right? Do I love donuts? I don't love them, but I don't mind them. I don't mind donuts, man. Yeah. I like the ones they had in the shopping centre. About a month ago, maybe longer. I don't know if I was online at the time, but I bought a donut. I treated myself. And it was $6.50, which is a lot for me for one donut. But mate, this donut, you could fly the cunt. You could sit on it and fucking fly, mate. That's how big this thing was. We're talking about such a big donut, you couldn't fit it in the bag. Right? I am talking a chunky motherfucking donut, mate, with all of the frosting and everything on it. It was magnificent. It was the most magnificent donut that I've ever eaten in my life. And for $6.50, I was wrapped. I went back there 2 weeks later. It's less than half the size, mate. Less than half the size. I'm talking a miniature donut like this is now $6. So they lost me. But I love a good donut. I'm not a big fan of the one that's in the 7-Eleven. I'm not a big fan. Like I'll have one. That's it. Krispy Kreme. Yeah, Krispy Kreme. That's the one. The other one wasn't Krispy Kreme. It was a homemade donut. It was the best donut I've ever had in my life. It was chewy and, you know, it was just nice, man. Good donut. Yes, it is a one-way thing, you idiot. Yes, it is, mate. You got no fucking rights here. Listen, read your entitlement, chat. Read the fucking entitlement that's written in my chat. You have no entitlement here, you fucking peasant. Okay, none. You're here for my entertainment. And as soon as I'm done with you, you are nothing more than blood and bone to me. You are blood for the machine and bone for the crunching. Nothing more. You have no rights here. You have no entitlement here. You have nothing here. Nothing. Not unless I allow it. Understand? Understand? Yeah? Good God, you have absolutely none here. And don't talk about my father, you fucking rat. Okay, don't ever bring up my family, you fucking rat. Okay? You lose straight away. You're only here for my entertainment. Don't you understand that? I'm finding it entertaining. My stream finds it entertaining. I will get bored of you. I will get bored of you. And that's it. Kaboom! Straight in my jail. And you see that fucked up name you're using right now? That's going to be in my jail. And you're never going to be able to use it again because it's going to be in my jail. So that fucked up name you're going to lose, you're going to lose it by the end of the chat. Don't worry about it. I'm going to make sure you only use a fucking new name from now on. Okay? Far out. I'm Australian, man. I'm Australian.
Free recently.
Now you want to call us white brats. You're a racist fucking dog, mate. You're a racist little fucking dog. So it's okay for you to be a racist and call me fucking names in my own chat and talk down on me and down on my fucking people. And the minute I say anything to you, you're such a bitch that your reaction is, eh? Only my reaction's the abuse, right? But you're allowed to be racist in my own chat. You're a fucking racist, man. When have I ever mentioned colour? I never mentioned colour. I never said a single word about colour. Okay?
So you're racist, man. You're racist, bro. And I'm allowed to fucking lecture on anything I want. You're a fucking, what do you want from me? I'm allowed to do whatever I want, mate. You don't like it, and there's the fucking door. It's real simple.
It is takeover time. It is absolutely takeover time. I don't know what you're talking about at all.
I've got no idea what you're raving on about. Fuck out.
Yeah, you know. Oh. It's a beautiful day in the neighbourhood, a beautiful day to be a neighbour. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Won't you be my neighbour?
Why would I care?
Why would I care? Okay?
I don't know, man. Isn't there some curry for you to go and cook, mate? Isn't there a fucking Singapore noodles for you to work on, or fucking spicing shit for you to work on? You know? Isn't there a fucking delivery you need to do?
Shouldn't you be on your Uber drive by now, mate? You need to get back on the Uber drive, okay?
That's what you need to do. Get back on the delivery driving, mate. Hey, Mr. Pussy, I hope you're well, man. I hope you're happy. Just thought I'd make a sandwich and have some lunch online and
Continue my cleaning. I was doing some cleaning.
another day down, mate. Another day finished, yeah? You know? Hey, Leona. Hope you're well. Hope you're happy.
I haven't been following the cricket, mate. I honestly don't know.
It's all football here. I live in Melbourne.
It's football, football, and football. That's it. That's all I see is just football every day. So I don't put it on.
Having a sandwich, mate.
I don't know. I don't know nothing about cricket there, Gandhi. No idea. I don't follow it. I don't even remember watching a game, especially here.
I think it's more of a football place here, mate. In here. Oh no, I've never been to a roller derby. No, mate, I don't go anywhere.
I don't go anywhere, buddy. I don't even know if we have it here, man. It's Australia. We don't have that here.
No, football not good. Australia not even qualified for quarterfinals. I don't know what you're watching, but they had the grand final the other day. They had the grand final for the men's and the women's here in Victoria. I think that was on Sunday, the grand final.
I don't know, man.
Do you know anything else other than fucking sport? Like, fuck. I don't follow any of that stuff, man. I've never been running around a thing. I don't watch it.
Never heard of a test.
I've never even heard of the bloke.
Oh.
I've heard of that guy. Tanduka. I've heard of him. I have heard of him.
But I didn't follow it. I'm sorry, man. I didn't follow the cricket. It's when I was young, I found it really hard to sit and watch
TV. Like sit and watch a movie, sit and watch. I have to go and do something. I've got stuff I got to do. So I couldn't sit and watch tennis or cricket or football. I'm bored within minutes. I'm literally bored. I've got to go and find something to do. I get bored, mate, waiting for the wickets and shit. I just get bored. So I never sat down and watched them.
Really?
$170 million. Isn't that amazing, Gash? Isn't that amazing, mate? Hey, can you play fucking cricket, Gash, or what? Fucking get out there and play some cricket, you cunt. You need to get out there and play some fucking cricket, mate. What the fuck you doing sitting here? Get your fucking spicy ass out in the fucking cricket field, mate, okay? Start catching some fucking balls.
Well, they've America blocked us, mate. You know, we're not really at war with anybody, mate. We don't want to take over the fucking world. You know, they're interested in world domination. That's their whole thing. You know, if you bomb us, then we're gonna nuke you. So we'll come over there and we're gonna bomb and kill you all we want. And you're not, you can't do anything to us because we've got, you know, we've got the deterrent, you know. And even if they rob the fucking plutonium, mate, that's how Israel did it back in 17, whatever the fuck, 1980, whatever year it was. They stole a plutonium shipment that was meant to go to some fucking other place. I think it was all a setup. I think they set it up between dummy companies to be delivered here, but it got, you know, pulled up over here and everything taken off it and then driven to Israel. And that's how they become nuclear. But I believe it was all planned. It was all, you know. And that's what they want, man. Israel wants everybody against it. That's why it's not afraid of showing it on TV. It's not afraid of showing you it's women, children, rah rah. That they could have blocked that ages and ages ago, but they want everybody to be upset with them. They want you to be angry with them. They want you against them because then they can look at you and go, "You're anti this and you're anti that, and we need to protect ourselves against you." And that's why that we've got the weapons we've got because of you. You see, they throw it back at you. So that, and they have no hesitation in using those weapons. None. Their final solution, if they lose, is to launch those missiles. Is to launch them. All 300 of them they will launch. They've already threatened the neighbouring countries around them that they're going to use it. So it's part of their religion, man. It's part of their religion. Everybody hates us. Everybody's against us. It's the whole world against us, and only God will come and help us. And that's their religion, man. It's so weird, man. They actually think that there is a God up there somewhere watching or whatever on a higher plane of existence that is watching you completely decimate an entire nation and destroy it, and you think that you have his permission to do it. Like he's going to bless you. All of this stuff he's going to bless, and it's insane. I don't know what God they're referring to, but I know it's not the Abrahamic God. I know that. Sent their army troops to Afghanistan, so you might not have nukes, but you can't help but to obey. Yeah, I agree, man. Yeah, I agree. Australian government's as weak as fucking piss. We curtail it to America and to Israel right now. Their lobby groups here in Australia completely protect everything in Australia here. They're completely protected. If you say anything, you're jumped on straight away, anti this and anti that word. But all the governments are the same, man. They're all weak as fucking piss. They curtail to their masters. They curtail to who the money is and who's paying, who's supporting them, donating to them. Like all the people over here, our pollies, are the same as America. They go to Israel on their learning expedition, and they praise the wall and preach to the wall, and that's the only thing that really matters is keeping these people happy. The rest of it don't really matter. A lot of our we will have laws set up here just like England, mate. You're not allowed to say this, you're not allowed to say that. You leave a comment on the internet and they'll come knocking on your door and they're not happy with this and they're not happy with that. And you'll have cunts getting jailed, mate, just for a tweet, just for a comment on the internet. So I don't give a fuck about Israel, man. I don't have no tie to Israel. Anyway, man, I don't fuck Israel and fuck you, mate, if you like Israel. How's that? How's that for you, man? Straight up. F all of you. F all of you stinking Zionist, murdering, genocidal people. Because that's all the world sees you as. They don't see you as anything else. And we all know that they are all 2 years in the army. They have to serve 2 years. And every time you meet one of them, you'll just be thinking to yourself, what did you do in the army for 2 years? What was your job? What did you do? How many houses did you search? How many people did you take out of their homes? How many, what did you do? Because every one of them will tell you they're bookkeepers. But we're just bookkeepers. We didn't do anything. We just kept the books. That's what they'll tell you. And meanwhile, the guy's a fucking sniper. He's a sniper. Okay. I don't know why you're concentrating on war and shit. I never asked about your thing. I don't care. I don't care, man. Just keep your asses over there. Hey? As long as you keep your asses over there, Everything's going to be fine, Gandhi. Hey, we already get enough of you fucking Gandhis in the mail, mate. Okay, there's already enough of you here. We don't need any more. Okay? If you start lobbing up in the boats, mate, see what happens. See what happens, brother. Okay, you might get a different reaction than what you're thinking about there, Gandhi. So fucking stay in the boat, bro. Okay? Oh, fuck. Well, then you're a fucking mug. Get the fuck out of my chat. Get the fuck out of my chat. You're done. You're done here. I hate fucking Israel, so you can get fucked and you can get fucked too. So get the fuck out of the chat. I'll give you the chance to leave so you keep your name. If I do it, you'll lose your name. You'll never be able to go into another chat with that name. So I'm giving you the opportunity out of, courtesy to get the fuck out. Yeah? I'm calling you Gandhi. I'm calling you Gandhi, dumb motherfucker. Look in the mirror. That's you. Okay? I can't pronounce you all your fucking names, so I just call you Gandhi. Okay? It makes it fucking easier for me, mate. Okay? You're Gandhi. Okay? That's your short name for me. Okay? Fucking Gandhi. Fucking hell, you're a fucking Gandhi cunt. Get the fuck back into your own country. Fuck you and Israel. How's that? Fuck both of you. Okay? Take all your shit and fuck off, mate. Get back to your own shit, dude. Go and run your own country, bro. Don't sit in an Australian fucking stream and talk your shit over here. Because, I'm not interested in having sitting there in the conversation with you. Because I don't support them at all. At all. Never will. They're nothing but Nazis. Okay? Are you a Nazi? Huh? You a Nazi? Nah, fucking bullshit. They all agree with it, bro. They all agree with it, mate. Everyone. I don't give a shit anyway. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. They're all fucking Nazis, mate. Yeah, all of them. And the minute they get any fight back, what do? They get on a plane or get on a boat and they go home. They go home. Okay? That's not their home. Where they're fucking off to is their home. Okay? That's not their home. That's not their home, mate. They're being interviewed at the airport. Where are you going? I'm going home. It's a bit dangerous here right now. There's too much anti-Semitism. I'm going to go home. Just fuck off out of the chat, mate. Oh, God. Oh, who cares, mate? Your fucking people kill each other. You want to talk shit about mine, do you? Gandhi? Mr. fucking Gandhi? What about your own castes, mate? What about your own, man? How many women do you fucking murder, mate, in a year because they're a different caste? How many wars has India fucking fought against its different caste systems, man? Huh? How many times has India divided the people, mate, just on their caste? You're not allowed to go here, you're not allowed to go there, you're not allowed to marry here, you're not allowed to marry there because you're a different caste. All right? You're as racist as they come. Don't pretend you're not. Okay? You're not allowed to marry outside of your caste. You have to marry your own caste. Okay? So don't pretend you're special. And then are you Muslim, mate? Are you Muslim or what are you, Buddha? What are you? You like a bit of Sharia? You like Sharia, don't you? You like Sharia, yeah? You like Sharia? Oh, fuck, man. It's fucking non-stop fucking rhetoric, propaganda bullshit. I'm getting bored of you. Thanks, Jimmy. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to keep my head okay, mental health, and just worry about next week and
Not worry, just I gotta let it sink in. I gotta let it sink in of what's going to happen next week because it's they're already planning it.
they're just waiting for you to go into the building. That's all they're going to do. That's all they're waiting for. Um, so yeah, I've got to get it all, and I've got to be strong. I've got to be really strong. Expect the absolute worst.
It's a horrible feeling. You know you're going to go to court and expect the absolute worst. Um, there's nothing that you can.
They've already got it planned.
It doesn't matter how good whatever paperwork you got. It will not matter. They have got that one thing that they can hang on to, and that's all they need.
They just need to grab that one thing that they can say, look, he did this or he did that. And it doesn't matter whatever else you've done. They can just hang on to that. So as far as I know, I'm a dead man walking. So it's an uncomfortable feeling. It gets on my brain. It hurts to think that I've already been judged and found guilty, and I've never even met these people. I've never spoken a word to them. I've never been asked a single question by anybody. But you've all got reports on me, and I'm just wondering how is this how is this fair? How people have got reports on you that have never even met you, never spent 2 seconds with you, mate, but they know you, and they can tell you what you are and what you need to do and what's in your life and what you're rah rah. I'm blown away. Like I'm trying to absorb it. The things that I've read this morning, I'm trying to absorb it, and to not get upset, to not let it get to me, because it can really get to you. You know, that's what I'm trying for it not to do. I'm trying.
So I thought I'd just come online and say hello for a little while. Maybe if I can raise a bit of paper, I'd be doing a better for the day.
It's better than nothing, right? So that's what I thought. I'll just come on and talk for an hour or so and talk shit, keep myself company. When I get tired, I'll go and have a sleep and get rested again. But we've made it this far. We've made it this far, and we've only got
I think it's less than a week to go. Yeah, I've only got a week to go.
My treat is surviving. My treat is getting to the end. That's my treat. My treat is to last and to not be
Completely mind fucked.
That's my treat. My treat is to come out at the end. Come out at the end, my rent is paid, my bills are paid, I've got somewhere nice to stay. All I've got to do now is improve but now I've got a piece of paper that says to me that I'm, da 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 da, whatever it says. And, that's the start of whatever, or it's the complete finish. There's nothing more I can do. There's nothing, So
from there, I don't know how I'm going to be. I think I'll piss off out of here. I'll keep the apartment. Don't get me wrong, but I'll get out of here and try and change my life a little bit.
Like I did the security license, right? Remember that? I did the security license, but I couldn't get it signed off because you need 2 people that know you for more than 12 months, and they need to be important people.
Like not just normal people. They need to be fucking lawyers and, accountants and doctors and,
who in the fuck knows their thing for over 12 months? You see them for 15 minutes when you do a checkup or when you go and do your taxes or whatever, but they don't know you. And this is the only state that makes you do that to get a security license. In the other states, all you got to do is go through the course and pass the course, and you get your license. In Victoria, you go through the course, they don't, and you've got to get it signed first, and then you can get your license. So I'm thinking, I might go up and see my sister for a little while or something, and spend some time up there, get my license completed. At least I'd get out of here for a while, get out of because there's no point, yeah, it's done. Oh, fuck off, mate. I've had enough of you. I tell you, mate, watch this, Gash. Watch this, Gandhi. Fucking kaboom, mate. Fucking everything you wrote, mate, is gone. Everything. Everything you fucking wrote in the entire chat has been deleted. Okay? Now watch this, mate. Watch what happens. 1 minute. Kaboom, mate. Now try and use your name. Try and use it. See what happens. See what happens, man. See what happens, Gandhi. See if you can still use your name, mate. Because I can promise you can't. So, yes, he's in my jail, okay? I'm just sick of the, what do they do when they keep making non-stop things, and they want all of their shit answered. You've got to, you got to watch them. What do they call that? There's a word for it they use on the internet when people do that. I get sick of it. Sorry, man. I don't want to lose people on my channel. I don't like banning people on my channel anymore because my count doesn't go up, it goes down on the channel. So my channel doesn't really grow. It doesn't really grow. We tend to ban a few. Let's say good afternoon to all the exes. Make sure you say good afternoon, viewer, okay, to the exes that watch me and their lawyers and their whatever psychiatric people that are doing their reports. Good afternoon. I hope you're well. Sit back and have a little judgment report and tell me what I've done wrong and said wrong or upset you in a particular way. Make sure you let me know so I can change in my life to make you happier so that when you come into my stream, you're happy. Because it's very important to me. Okay? If I upset your pronoun in any way, my apologies. All right? Is that what it is? Just annoying me? Just asking me shit I don't really... enough fucking Gandhi. Shut the fuck up, Gandhi. Fucking sick of looking at you. Fuck. Make me a fucking curry, you cunt. Get in there and make me a fucking schwaber. Is it what it's called? Schwaber? Oh, God, man. I'm only being cheeky. Okay? I'm just being cheeky. Oh, they're protected, man. You got to be careful of that one. Completely and utterly protected. Completely and utterly protected, mate. It's amazing, they get rid of you, years and years ago. What is it, 6 years? Some of that, 6 years? 7 years? Something like that. And only a woman would still want control in your life. Only a woman. A man doesn't look back and wants control in a woman's life 7 years after they've broke up with you. No, a man doesn't do that, but a woman will. A woman will sit there years and years later and listen to something that she's not happy with and will want an order on you, will want control on you. Okay? It's only a woman's logic. Okay? You didn't fucking donate anything, you fucking monkey. Fuck, you donated anything. You haven't got fucking $40 to donate, mate. What the fuck you talking about? Fucking $40 donation. Fucking, that shit don't work, does it, mate? That's funny, man. That's funny, man. Well, that's funny. What do you call it? Catfishing, is it? Is that what it's called? Yeah, catfishing.
Correct, James, yeah. Correct.
LordDobbyKing@gmail.com is my PayPal. LordDobbyKing@gmail.com is my PayPal. That's direct to me instantly. No wait period, no charges, no third party, 30% to them and, whatever. This up here, you got to wait a month. And anything you give in the chat takes a month to go through the system. So you don't get it. It takes a month.
How was your day? Yeah, I get up and read emails, mate.
I applied for another 2 jobs, so that's 7 jobs this week we've applied for.
I applied for 2 more. I did the vacuuming, I did the dishes, I did the clothing, washed the clothing, and generally I just go for a walk. I go for a walk and I'm thinking,
And then by the afternoon I get tired. I get tired. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I really don't. But my whole body just gets tired, and I go and have a lie down. I'm not young anymore, and I stress and I worry, and about next week, and I've got to let it. I've got to get used to the idea that I have no chance, none. I have no chance of ever, and it's just hard to swallow. I got to swallow the pill. So
we try, mate. We try, but we're in a better place than we were before. At least we have our own little place, mate. We don't stress anybody. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If I have the internet, I don't have it. That's just how life is. If I can afford it, I afford it. If I don't, then I go a week without the internet. And I don't even worry about it. I just go down the laundromat, check in with the Gmails, my auctions, whatever on eBay, say hello to my sister and my daughter, and that's about it. I just come home again and watch the TV. The only reason I've got internet now is because I had it extended to the 15th, and because it's all over their late payment fees. I've stopped them from taking the money out of my account automatically because they don't take it out. They don't take it out, and then they send me an email the next day saying unable to get payment out, and they charge me a $15 late fee, and they've done that every month, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it, and I told them that. I said I don't want the internet on. You can just leave it. So I received phone calls, and I'm happy. And the guy's like, no, I'll extend it out to the 15th, and you owe this amount. I said again, you are charging me a late payment fee. You see what I'm saying here, sir? Every single month you are charging me a late payment fee. Even when I don't have it connected and I've had it disconnected for all this time, you are wanting to charge me a late payment fee. He said, well, what I need you to do is go into the store. Go into the store and talk to them. Tell them you've only got the money for the internet. You haven't got the money for the late fee. And he said they'll probably waive the late fees. And then set it up so that's not coming out of your bank account. Like you have to actually walk into the shop to pay it. Which is in Frankston. So that's what I said. Just take me off. I'll walk in. I'd prefer that. Because this way it's going to be $55 a month, not $71. Okay? So that's why. I got it until the 15th, and then they'll cut it off again. They'll cut it off again after the 15th, bro. I don't have the paper for it. So I thought I'd come online, at least spend some few hours while I've got the internet. Maybe I'll get some help, maybe I won't. If I don't, fucking too bad. Fucking you don't. That's just how life is. You still had a bit of time on the internet, still had a bit of a talky talk, and you can put the ads on after you're done, and maybe people will watch an ad. Who knows? Didn't buy any chuff, man. My bills are paid. Fuck you, Jimmy. The fuck, man. My bills are paid, you can't. I can do it the phone. So what? I can do it. I can go into the shop and pay my internet bill. What's wrong with you? It's an internet bill. Listen, man, you know, I don't have to do shit the way you do it, okay? I can do it my own way, all right? I'm Lord Dobby, all right? Like, what do you care, mate? It doesn't cost you a fucking penny, you cunt. It's fucking, it doesn't cost you anything, man. What do you care how I do it? It's not your fucking money. It's fucking mine. Fucking hell. Out. No, it's not a hassle for me. Why would it be a hassle for my life? It's not a hassle for me, man. The job agency's around the corner. It's around the corner. While I'm there, I can pop around to the job agency, mate, which I've got to do tomorrow. I've got to go to the job agency tomorrow because on the same day I've got a meeting with them is the same day I'm supposed to go to the thing, mate. So I've got to go in and organise that. It's not a hassle to me. It gets me out of the house for an hour. I can go for a walk. Yeah, it's once a month. Yeah. Yeah, for some reason, you know, like, they think I've got fucking Jimmy, you know, like, fuck.
They don't seem to grasp, do they, fast? They just don't seem to grasp what I'm...
Look, I'm having to manage things the way I'm managing it, okay? That's just how life is. You know. It's just I've got no choice at the moment.
I'm not paying them their late fees.
As simple as that.
I'm not paying it. I'd rather
come into the store and I'll pay it there. That way you can't just get me for a late fee.
if I don't come in there on the day, you just turn it off. That's what I told them. You turn the internet off. If I'm not there on the whatever day it is, you can just turn it off, and then I'll come in there the next day and I'll pay it. But there's no reason to keep the late fees going every time because you're not taking the money out of the bank. They're not taking it out of the bank. Don't you seem to understand? You've got it set up right on the day. They give you an email telling you they're taking it out on the day to make sure there's funds there. Mate, there was funds there. They never took the fucking money out because that way they can charge you for the next time around a late fee. Okay, because most people don't check their shit, dude. Most people aren't like me sitting there waiting on the day to see if the money came out. I actually kept my eye on it. Yeah. And to see if it came out, to see if it... Why am I being charged every month for saying, and I know there's money there, yeah?
$55 to $71. It makes a big difference. And you speak to the company, they tell you, oh no, there wasn't money in the bank account. And you look at them and go, yes, there was. Don't tell me what money's in my bank account. I'm telling you there was money in your bank account and you didn't take it out. So, and then you want to charge me a late fee. And then as he's talking to me, he's going to charge me another late fee. I said, that's the problem we've got here, mate. I haven't had the internet on for how many weeks now, and you're on the phone wanting to charge me a late fee. Now you're charging me for a service that I didn't use because I haven't used the internet in this amount of time. So how can you charge me, right? But we do use a lot of internet, mate, 160 gig. 160 gig. Far out, dude. 160 gig. Like, that's a lot of internet, bro. That's a lot of fucking internet. So... yeah, I just need a couple of wins, man. I've had a lot of... I need a little bit of good luck. That's all. I need a little bit of good luck. Fuck's sake. We bought a vehicle. The thing blows up. Like, fucking... what do you want me to say? It makes it a bit harder to get a job, right? Makes it a bit harder to apply for things, You certainly can't get there at 6 a.m. start, can you? So it's afternoon shift, 2:30 till 11. That's what we're looking for. And that's what I've been applying for, the afternoon shifts. There's no good me applying for jobs that start at 6 a.m. knowing that I can't get to work. Yeah? And that's 6 a.m. start. So we will get our shit organised or we won't get it organised. I don't know. But my own mental health, mate, is what matters, not anything else. My own mental health. Me stressing about not having a job or not having a car. Mate, I've already got enough to stress about. I'm not going to stress about things that I can't really fucking change. Okay?
It's not like I got money in the bank and I don't go and buy a car. Okay, it's not like I'm able to go to get a job and I don't get a fucking job or I don't apply for a job. We've applied for 7 jobs this week so far. 7.
Okay, 7. So I don't know how many jobs you want me to apply for in 1 week.
I thought I'd give it a couple of days and see if we had any kind of response, you know, fucking see if anybody answers an email, right? Fucking, that's what I was hoping for. That's what I was hoping for. So, but I can only do things at my own pace, dude. I'm not interested in, I have different things than you. My rent is paid, my bills are paid. I've got a little bit of food. I've got something to drink. I've got no cigarettes, no chuff or anything like that. But I've got the basics covered. My rent and my bills are paid, man. I can't. I've got my own bed to sleep in. I've got 4 walls around me. I'm not sleeping in a garage, freezing my fucking ass off every night and aging every night. That has taken me years to get over. Years, literally years to get over.
I think I'm okay, mate, for 3 years out the door. I think I'm okay. I don't have a car to go for delivery driver. I don't have a car. How you doing there, Jim? Hope you're well, mate.
I hope you're well. You got to remember though, man, we had a full-time job. We worked at GB Galvanising. We worked 38-hour job, and that's how we paid the money to get into here. We had a full-time job. So we didn't mind going to work every day. I was at the job for over 12 months. We didn't complain at any time. I actually liked my job. So it's not like we don't want to work, gentlemen. It's not like that. Oh, but yes, I am lazy. Oh yeah, I'll admit that. I'm lazy. I'm all of the same things that any other human is. Okay, you know what I mean. I think maybe
I sleep a little bit more than others. My brain just,
I have a sleep. That's how I'm being able to get through it. Is I go and rest my brain.
because otherwise you just stress and you dwell on things and you think about things and you worry about things and you just wonder why no one can see anything that you see. Yeah,
You know, they've all got that one lens on. I'm CUNT. That's it. I'm CUNT, and I need hanging. I need hanging straight away. Yeah, don't even go into the court. Just hanging.
just fucking hanging, mate. Hanging by the fucking curlies, mate. I have to get some kind of wins, Jimmy. Just a little bit of good luck would be nice. Just, something. We haven't had too many of those, mate, that's for sure. We've had a lot of negatives. We've had a lot of trials to get through. A lot of things we've had to do.
And at the end of the day, they just look at you and go, "No,
You're this, you're that, you're whatever." And so you've got to let it get in your head. You've got to let it sink in. And that's the hard part.
is letting it just sink in."
A delivery driver would be good.
Anyway, man, what do you do? You know, all you cunts are in here worried about me, rah rah, suggesting for me, rah rah. You're in every chat I have. You're in every chat. So what do you do? What do you do? I mean, I've been married, children, divorce, fucking family law court, all of this stuff I've got here. What have you done in that time? Instead of throwing all of your focus on me, throw a little bit back on yourself. You know, what have you acquired in that time? What have you done with yourself in that time? You know, what makes you such a genius and so great, rah rah? You've experienced nothing. You've gone nowhere. You've done nothing. You're still in the same position I met you 3 years ago. Okay? You've done, you know what I mean? At least I've moved a little bit along in my life, a little bit. Okay? And I'm an idiot on the internet. I'm the idiot on the internet who sits there for hours and hours and hours for fucking nothing. Yeah? I get a little bit of ad revenue at the end. When I put the monetization on, that's if they watch it and they don't skip through everything. You know, you get a little bit of ad revenue. That's about it. So, for me, it's just like my psychiatric, talking to a lady for an hour. That's what it's like for me. Just, you know, unload myself a little bit, make myself feel better. And that's my mental health. That's how I handle things. The same as in the garage. I was unloading things that I didn't understand. Like, why is this happening? Why are all these things? What is going on? Why has this changed in all of, like that, like overnight? It's just bang. You know, is this normal? Because I don't know. I have never dealt with this before. I've never seen it before. I've never seen a female act this way before. You know, like, and I'm the one that's fucking at the end of it going through it. And that's why I was the way I was in the garage, because I did not understand anything that I was going through. Not like I do now. You know, like I really understand a lot more now than I ever did back then. So, and I'm diagnosed. I'm diagnosed reactionary. So that's why the reactions were the way they were. That's how my psychiatric, because I showed her. And she said, yeah, you're acting exactly how a reactionary acts. You are reacting to what's going on around you, reacting to how you're being treated, rah, rah. It's a perfectly normal human reaction, Charles. You are not crazy, okay? You know, you're reacting to it because you love them and they don't love you. So you're looking at it in a different lens than they are. They're not looking at you the same way. So, I have to watch my tone. It's a funny one. It's a funny one, you got to admit that. You got to watch your tone. Like, fuck tone, bro. You're just talking normal, right? But they get you on that, man. A woman can get you on that. A court can get you on that. That, you know, you might be right in what you're saying, but because you said it in the wrong tone, then they can hit you for the wrong tone, you know. They're not complaining about what you said. It's just how you said it. Fucking, I love that shit, dude. That just cuts you straight off, straight away. And anything you've said just negates it. Just makes it worth fucking nothing. Fucking, I don't like your tone. Fucking. I've had that used so many fucking times, and I'm just standing there stunned. Fucking tone, fuck you and your tone. Like what are you, a fucking queen? You're a fucking king? I gotta watch how my tone, how I talk to you? Like, far out, dude. Yeah, they get you on tone. They get you on tone. I was questioned about tone, and I'm like, what? How you said it? What do you mean how I said it? How did you say it, Charles? Did you say it in a mean way? Did you say it in a nice way? Did you say... I said, good morning, miss. I said, I don't know how you want me to interpret that. I said, good morning, miss. He said, what else did you say? I said, nothing, boss. Absolutely nothing, I swear. You know, there's witnesses. Go and ask them. You know, all I said was, good morning, miss. It must have been the tone you said it in, Charles. The tone. Fucking tone.
Yeah, like you gotta watch.
You got to watch your tone, because then they can get you. They're offended on your tone, not what you said, just how you said it. And it only works on a man. It only works on a man. If you said that to a woman, it wouldn't mean anything. Nothing at all. Because when she changes her tone, she's empowered. She's empowered. When you change your tone, you're abusive. You see how they got you down? You see how they got the thumb on your finger? Straight on the forehead? That's how they word it, man. So
Good luck to everybody, man. Good luck to everybody. Good luck. You're gonna need it, depending on what you're doing in your life. Um, I try not
to dwell on it, I try not to. I'm 56. So for me to dwell on anything like that's not good for my mental health. It's not good for my heart. It's not good for my body. It's just not good for me. So I try not to dwell on it too much, because I've got to start from zero. I've got to start from nothing. That's life. That's life.
but we do try. We 7 job applications this week alone. Okay, so we're not lazy. 7 job applications this week. We'll leave it a couple of days, see if we get any answer back or anybody sends you an email or whatever, and see if we can get a job interview out of it.
Oh God, no! I've been married twice. Don't marry them. Okay, please. I beg of you, just don't marry them. Don't move them in. I cannot recommend it at all. At all. These modern women and stuff, mate.
Yeah, don't marry them. Don't marry them. Don't move them in. There is no need to do any of that. It's all dreamland, Disneyland bullshit, and you'll be the only one believing in it. We have an 80 to 90% divorce rate in Australia, initiated by women, and you'll find that's all over the world. The wealthier you are, the more you have got a chance of getting divorced, the more she's going to divorce you. Okay? If you're poor, like me, you're not even part of the race. If you're poor, you don't qualify. So they're only interested in that particular range group that's got paper, got their shit, got the house, got the car, because that's targets. That's their target. Their target is your resources, whatever you've got acquired in your life. That is their target. Okay, that's what they want. That's what they go after it when they're finished with you. When their feelings change. It's impossible to keep women happy. It's impossible. It is absolutely impossible for a man to keep a woman happy. Okay? She's never going to be happy. Never. Through happiness comes normality. They don't like normality. There is always going to be a problem. There is always going to be a goal that she needs you to reach. There's always going to be something that you need paid to keep her happy. You will get to my age and you'll look back on it and you'll think, how many years did I waste trying to make somebody else happy? Okay? Placating to this person, saying yes and yes and yes, and doing whatever the fuck she wants you to do to keep her happy. And the whole time, they don't give a fuck about you, mate. They only care about their own fucking goals and their own happiness and their own. And once they've got it in line, once they've got the property in their name and they've got shit in their name, you're out of there. Like, trust me, one phone call and you'll be escorted off your own property. You'll be escorted away, and they own your property. They just take it over. Simple as that. Is that simple? It's not hard for them to do. It really is frightening. Just one phone call, say they're in fear of you. That's it. Cops will be there in 10 minutes and escort you off the property. Doesn't matter if it's whose name it's in. Doesn't matter if you live there or whatever. It doesn't matter. The cops will escort you off the property. If she's got a mark on her because you've been silly enough to react to her, rah rah, then that's it for you. You're gone. Okay, you're gone. Doesn't matter if she's laying into you, bang, 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 bang. The minute that you kick her or you throw her away, you're the one that's going to get charged. You have to have everything filmed, mate, with these, you know, and you'll be spending your whole time trying to make someone else happy. Your whole marriage will be trying to make this person happy, and it's impossible. It's impossible. Young men marry for biscuit. Old men know the biscuit isn't worth it. That's correct. Yeah, we do. The biscuit isn't worth it. It's just not. The amount of headaches and stress and stuff that you have to put up with, which is bring into your life that you have to deal with, and you have to pay for it, is astronomical. You know, I would get called up reminding me about a bill that's not due for 2 weeks, but this person wants it paid today. I want it paid today. Show me the receipt. Rah rah. They're not talking to you as a loving person, mate. They're talking to you as a fucking landlord. Okay? That's how they're talking to you, like they're the landlord, like, you know, you're living there for free, rah, rah, but you're the one paying the bills. You're the one fucking paying for shit. Oh, trust me, man. Yeah. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it, mate. And the more money you got, it's just less worth it. The more paper you've got, the more success you have, it's worth even less to get married. Because you never end up with your kids, don't forget. Men get married because we want to have a family and we want to raise our children and be a part of their life and we want to be a father. When they get done with you, they take your children from you. You don't see your children, mate. And they blame you. Yesterday, you were the best dad and the best husband in the world. Today, you're a sexual abuser. You abuse this and you abuse that and you do this and you do that. That's overnight. Yesterday, you're a good guy. Today, can't see you. Not allowed to talk to your children. There's a lot of men out there, mate. Okay, a lot. And these women are purposeful, mate. They plan things ahead of time. Before they've told you, they've already planned it. They've already got it in their head exactly what they want to do and how they want to do it and when they want to do it. And you're not included in their plans. Yeah. The plan is against you. It's not for you. You know, a lot of these footballers have outsmarted their wives. These young footballers that are multi-millionaires, okay, playing the football. And these women marry them, they stay married for 12 months and then they divorce them, right? And now they're finding out that they don't own anything. It's all in their mum's name. Okay, so the woman's sitting there crying her eyes out in court because she's not going to get anything. And that's why she married him. She didn't marry him because she was in love with him and wanted his balls, you know? No, she married him because she's thinking, I'll do the 12 months. I'll fuck him a couple of times, do the 12 months, and I'll get, $10 million, $20 million. That's what they do. Even the big billionaires, mate, can't keep their wives. A billionaire has everything. That famous sportsman, multi-millionaire sportsman, and the whole time his wife is banging the pool boy for fucking 3 years. She was banging the pool boy, and he found out about it, and he had all of his property put into his mum's name. And then 2 years later, when she wanted a divorce because he's accidentally dropped that he knows, and she goes running to the divorce court, she finds out that nothing is in his name. It was all put in her name 2 years ago. So she can't get anything. Okay? Fuck. Yeah, they all love you, Mitch. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. My fiance wants me forever. I'll buy her a car and house. She loves me. Oh, you're just trolling, mate. You're just being a fucked up troll. He's just being a troll, Jimmy. Just trolling you. I hope you do have love, mate. I hope so. I don't wish that on men. I really, really don't. I would hope that you would meet someone that loves you, that isn't fake, that doesn't talk shit to you and lie to your face, that is actually real, and you can believe in her and believe in what she says to you. And I really do hope that she loves you. I honestly really do. Okay? And I hope that she shows that love. You know, I see that love in other people, man. Like, I actually see that. You know, I see a good relationship and I see the two people loving each other. You know, they've been together for years and years, up, down, arguing, good, bad, whatever, but they don't break up. But nowadays, depends what money you got. Depends what money you got, what house you got. Like, it just depends on that. Oh, fuck, sorry, man. Frog in my throat. I had a glass of water and I swallowed it wrong. I wish you all the best. Like, I hope you're right. You know, I really, really do. You've still got that 20% chance. It's only 80%, 90%. You've still got that small chance. Yeah? But it's all providing on the proviso that you keep her happy. That's what it's on the proviso of. And the minute that you don't, your ass is gone. You better you better think about that. You better realise that. And if everything is in her name, trust me, you're gone. The only kind of leverage you'll have in any marriage or relationship is keeping it in your name. Once they start to they understand that it's in their name and they own this, their attitude will, okay? And if they get a single friend come in, a single mum friend come in, the single mum friend is going to inform like no tomorrow. Is he? And all she has to do, mate, is say, does he treat you good? Are you happy? That's just those normal little questions, but they throw the edge in. They throw the edge in. And if your girl comes out and says, oh no, we had an argument last week, or that's it for her. That's her opening, you see. So I think I was doing really well until the single girlfriend came into the crowd. The single girlfriend came in with single mum came in, and who's already gone through the divorce thing, got the house, got the car, got all the money, you know. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, here we go. Here we go. The big information bureau is here, right? So it informed everything, mate. Okay? So hopefully it's not in, you haven't trusted that far. I really do. It'll be the worst mistake you could ever make, okay? Because you'll be the one paying the whole time, the mortgage, the bills, the council rates, the whole time. It's in her name, you're paying for it, okay? So as soon as she's done with you, it hasn't cost her a dime. It's cost her nothing, okay? She's only got to take over it once she's got rid of you. And that's when the government steps in and replaces that money that was normally there, single parent payment, one-off child payment, and she keeps the house, mate. Okay, if they've got wealthy parents, the wealthy parents come in and pay out the mortgage. They pay out the mortgage. They don't even have a thing over their head, mate. They pay it out. So these women are very clever, mate. They plan ahead. They plan ahead. You know, the person that's in front of you telling you how much they love you and you're such a good husband and they love you, right? The next morning, I want a divorce. You need to move out, get in your car, take your stuff and leave. Fucking the next morning. Okay? So that's how quick it can turn, buddy. And that's all on the proviso you keep them happy. It sucks. It's okay at the start, but it will start to eat at you because you're fucking nothing but a housemate that pays the bills. And at the end of the day, your ass will get tossed out with a phone call and they walk away with a lot, everything.
And that's how it'll be. So if I were you, and that's the situation, you better start snookering a little bit of paper away. Okay? Snooker your paper away, brother. It doesn't fucking exist anymore. Because if you don't look after your own back, I can promise you when your ass is on the street, you won't have anything on your back. Okay? Because it's all, well, I tell you, man, they just lob at your door, they give you a piece of paper, and they escort you off the property. They give you 15 minutes to grab a blanket, pillow, phone charger, and you're escorted from your property. And that's the last time you see your property. You're not allowed back inside or back on the property at all. So anything you've got on the property, that's gone. That's gone. Doesn't matter if it's in your name, whatever. You ain't touching it, brother. You ain't fucking going anywhere near it. I try and warn men. I try and warn you. Because, you know, you're okay for a few years. Everything is all honeymoon season, rah-rah. And then it starts to dwell on them. And they start to realise it. And bang, you're you know, it only takes one small thing for you to disagree with to make them unhappy. And once they're unhappy, suddenly you're an abuser, you're all these bad things that get mentioned about you, get brought up in a police report. She goes down and reports you. She tells them that she's living in fear. She's in fear. Okay? Comes back to the house after she's done that, smiling and laughing. Doesn't even tell you. Doesn't even fucking tell you, mate. That's how much fear she's got, right? Fucking, you know, there's no fear in the house, mate. I swear to God, none at all. But that's the fucking report. Living in fear. And the next day they'll come and get you. It's that simple. You can't blame anybody, man. Why would you want to blame anybody for what's happening? You just go along in your life, mate. Sometimes you do well, sometimes you don't. I'm not angry. I'm not angry. I'm sorry if I came across that way. I'm not angry. It's just, you know, sorry if the things I say to you are not what you're wanting to hear. Keep the power going, bro. Okay. We all want a family, mate. Every man. That's what we're sold on. We're sold on wanting a family and, you know, having a loving wife that loves you and stands by you, and good, bad, thick, thin, rich, poor. They're all just words now. They mean nothing to these modern day women. It means nothing. The celebration means more. The money spent on her means more. The dress, the shoes, the makeup, all of that is what matters to her. No, nothing that the priest says matters. So good luck. Okay, good luck. But I warn men over and over: don't marry them. Don't marry them. Don't move them in. I don't know what the benefit is. I really don't. Like they don't like to cook. They hate cooking. They hate cleaning. They hate dishes. They hate mopping or anything to do with any kind of looking after the house or anything like that, because that means you're looking after the man, and I'm not a slave. That's how women are. I'm not a slave. Anything they do for a man is regarded as slave work. Slave work. Yeah. Even if it's your husband. Fucking slave work, mate. I'm a slave. Fucking what? You know? But it's okay for you to be in the kitchen every night of the week, cooking, cleaning, mopping, do the counters, do the dishes, go down and do the shopping. There's nothing wrong in that. Absolutely nothing. But you ask her to do the cooking and she's a slave. She's a slave. You ask her to go, would you make me a coffee, hun? I never even got to ask that. I swear to God on the Bible, I did not even get to ask that. I got asked, this is early, and this is how I knew that I was fucked. Would you like a coffee? Wow, okay, surprised, because the person's never offered me a fucking coffee ever. You know, we haven't been together a whole lot of time, or a whole long time, but, you know. So I said, yeah, that's great, thanks, I appreciate that. So makes a coffee, comes back, puts it on the counter.
As she's walking away, I can hear her say to me, I feel like a slave when I make you a coffee. And I said, well, that'll be the last coffee you make then, eh? That's what I said.
And that was the last of anything that she cooked. Anything. No, doesn't like to cook for a man at all. That makes me a slave. Even if you get married to them.
Even if you marry them, mate. So, good luck. Good luck, man. There's nothing
Nothing more heartbreaking than having the person you love tell you that, anything they do for you is regarded as slave work. All right? But anything you do is expected. That's just normal.
You can do the cooking, the cleaning, everything, every single day. And there's no problem with that. Nothing at all. Ask her to do the dishes just one time and fucking complain. Waits until I go in and do the dishes because I'm sick of fucking hearing about it. And then it'll wait until there's 2 dishes in the sink, like during the night. It'll wait for 2 dishes to be in the sink at the end of the night and then wash them and go, yeah, look, I washed the dishes. I said, they're your fucking dishes. They're your fucking dishes, love. You haven't done me any favours. I fucking already did the dishes. They're your dishes you just put in there. Oh, fuck, thanks for washing your own dishes. You know what I mean? Because they're used to just leaving them there. They're used to just putting them on the sink and you come along later and you do the dishes. The floor needs to be cleaned. How's your floor looking, man? How's your house looking, dude? Because women don't live very clean, mate. I don't know about any girlfriend you've had, or any wife you've had, or someone you've married or whatever, man, but yeah, they don't like vacuuming, dude. Vacuuming is not the top of the list, okay? They'll complain about the floor. They'll tell you how dirty it is. Fucking look around you, man. Look how you live. I've been around to Sheila's houses, man. I've been around to single women's houses, okay? I've seen how they live. And, oh, my Godfather. There's 2 places I couldn't even walk in. I wanted to shag the Sheila, mate. The Sheila's funny. She's nice, whatever. Invites me over to her house. Mate, you walk in the house, it smells like cat shit. It stinks. Just feral. Just disgusting. You walk in and it's fucking bang. The stink, right? You look around the coffee table full of shit. There's coffee cups and fucking stuff all over the coffee table. You look at the floor and it's filthy. The floor is filthy, man. I don't know when the last time they vacuumed the floor. They told me before I walked in the door, I haven't done a lot of cleaning. I live alone, and I'm thinking, and this fucking bitch had been saving shit in the spare room, mate. She's got fucking shit stacked up, bro. I don't know what the fuck she's saving it for, but there's boxes and there's fucking all kinds of shit in there. Just food stuff, just, yuck. I don't know. I never stayed. Okay, I swear to God. I did the walk through the house. I'm not shagging this Sheila. I'm not coming anywhere near this fucking Sheila, bro. I walked into the bedroom. I looked at the bed. It's fucking filthy, mate. I'm not getting in those sheets. You need to change those fucking sheets. You need to change that fucking pillowcase. This shit stinks. It stinks. So no, man. Mr. Rattlehead, haven't seen you in a while, man. I hope you're happy, healthy, and well. Lord Dobby King at gmail.com is my PayPal viewer if you wanted to chuck me a chocolate milk and I'll go down and buy a chocolate milk. If you wanted to patronize, whatever it's called on my channel, thank you very much. That's straight to me. No third party involved there. Lord Dobby King at gmail.com, PayPal.
I'm just filling my day up, if you don't mind. I'm filling my day up and just resting. I kind of like read things and then I got to try and get over it. I've got to try and forget it and move on. Try and just leave it until it's time for it to dwell on it. Otherwise, it just eats you alive, mate. It just eats at you. So I'm trying to find my path through that. You know, I found my path through the garage and going through everything that I've gone through, and now I've got to find my path through
next week's adventures. You know, we've got adventures coming next week, so I've got to just try and keep my mind focused. And they all watch me, all these lawyers watch me and write shit. They're looking for anything they can. Just anything. Anything that they can complain about. Just anything. Amazing.
But I do wish you luck. Is it Milton, Menton, Mitch? I can't see, man. Fucking eyes. I can't see shit. Good luck. Good luck, man. I wish you all the best. I don't mean to, like...
I'm not saying that'll happen to you, okay? Because your girl's special.
They're all special, mate.
They're all special, man.
I remember being promised a whole bunch of stuff. You know, the promised land is really good.
You know, promise you this and promise you that, and you know, we'll always be together and I'll always love you and rah rah. You just have to trust me. Don't you trust me? Don't you trust me? You know, don't you trust me? Nothing, mate. Nothing. No, I don't even have any cigarettes. Nothing.
No. It's amazing, man. They want me to come up with all this stuff.
Percy, they want me to come up with all this stuff, man. And at the same time, they want, you know, for that, they want all different kinds of...
They call you all kinds of things.
Yeah, they call you all kinds of stuff. So... they call you a D-addict and, you know...
I can't say anything, man. They get me for that too. Mate. They're trying to get things on me.
Like, you've got no idea. Like, it's like having an AVO or a DVO, the same kind of rules, but they don't have an order.
But they're demanding it. They're demanding the same kind of thing be applied.
Okay? So it's really fucking weird how, you know,
Anything I say, they can
they can refer to that and have you charged and jailed, and meanwhile they're in another fucking country. They're in another country.
They've got they want to completely wipe you and then leave you with that, so that you can't, you know, you're completely hog-tied and handcuffed and everything else. But, you know, we've got nothing to do with you. But
It's so fucking weird, man. It's so weird how their mind thinks. You know, they want everything.
they want everything. They want absolutely everything and leave.
Exactly like normal. Exactly how you would expect them to be. Because that's how they are.
You know, that's how they are. They can't help it.
And it's still not enough. It's still not enough.
You are still to blame for anything, everything, whatever it is. It's your fault. It'll be put straight on you. And
I'm expecting all of it. I'm expecting, like, all of it. You know, I really am. I'm expecting Yeah. Nah, truth.
That's the truth. I got no reason to lie.
I got no reason to lie. I wish I was lying. I wish I was. I really do.
I wish I was, but it's quite outstanding these days the way they want you tied up and what they demand, and at the same time leave you with nothing.
Absolutely nothing. But they want to take everything they can from you. Everything. Whatever it is, they want to take it. So be lucky
To walk out with anything you got, whatever you got, right?
uh, yeah, I got three. I got three kids, man. I love women. I've had girlfriends since I was very young. I loved women. I loved my girlfriends. I was heartbroken every time they got rid of me or they cheated on me or whatever. I was the one that was crying, rah, rah, and the whole time my girlfriend's already banging another bloke. She's already monkey branch straight over. I've been married a few times. I've been married a couple of times.
So I'm allowed to speak about my experiences in life. That's all years and years and years ago now.
You cannot expect to have a gag order on somebody forever. I'm allowed to have my own opinion and stuff like that about my life. I don't see anything wrong with that.
But yeah, they'll gladly even remove that from you.
Okay, your right to talk.
I got three, mate.
Oh yeah. Well, I sorry, I didn't take it anyway. Um,
Um, I don't know. I don't know how to talk to them about their things, man. I really don't.
I find them unfair. I find them completely biased. I find that it's as the father, I mean nothing.
As a dad, I really mean nothing. Like I'm totally worthless to.
Everybody here. And they've already planned their thing, they've already discussed it, they've already got what they want on the table. They've already there it is, and I'm not agreeing to it.
So now they're going to try and make me agree to it and make me do it. That's basically what's going to happen. And
I have no I don't think I got any as a right as a dad. I think we don't exist.
we don't exist.
And once your child is poisoned, or she's, or he, she, whatever is, once they're saying I don't want to see, I don't want to speak to, or that's the end of your whole thing.
It's hard to swallow. You got to swallow it. You got to swallow the pill.
And you know what I mean? You got to swallow it all. You got to make sure you understand that before you walk in.
This is what they want, and they've already told you what they want. So you're not going to get fucking anything. Nothing. It only matters what a woman wants. That's it.
That's it. It only matters what a female wants. Okay? So, well, you can have strong whatever, man, but
The only thing keeping you a woman, mate, is what you can provide. That's it.
the only reason your woman's happy, brother, is because of what your resources that you have, or what you can provide, or the world that you live in. That is what keeps them. Nothing else. The minute any of those things slip,
You're out of there.
okay?
It's only the resources that you can provide on the daily, that matter. It's only every time that woman asks you for something, you say yes. You don't say no.
You say yes. Okay? The minute you start saying no, or I can't afford that, or I don't want to do that,
That's when you'll see you'll see what I'm talking about. Step in, because right now it's all yes. You're a yes man. You agree to everything. You do whatever the person wants you to do, all hoping that you get a bit of the coochie, right? Well, mate, as soon as she's upset with you, the coochie gets taken off the table. It doesn't exist anymore. Okay, you're not getting any of that anymore. It's finished. Okay, until you straighten up, until you do what you're told, and that brings you back into line again, and you become the yes man again. The only reason it survives, mate, is because of what your resources you have, what you can provide, and what you have in the future, and the surroundings that you're living in. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't be there, mate, if you were broke and you were living in a little shithole somewhere. Yeah? Oh, they can't make you do anything, man. They can only persuade you, try and get your consent. That's what they want you to do. They want you to sign. Okay, and then by signing, you're agreeing what's on the paper. It's a contract. And if you don't sign, you go, no. Well, then now they want to try and force you to sign. And if you can't, then they'll get somebody else to sign on your behalf. Okay, someone with power. Okay, authority. Okay, and they can completely override your fatherly parental rights. Okay, and that's what they do. They go to them and get them to do it. And then they come to the court and they go, you're this, you're this, you're this. Look, it says this, it says that. That all they need is one piece of paper. That's all they need. They don't need anything else. They only need that one piece of paper, walk in and go, look, here it is. This is how bad he is, rah, rah. That's it. And they rely on that. And because it doesn't matter what paperwork you got. I've got heaps of paperwork, okay? Doesn't matter. They've got one thing that they can look at and go, look. And that's what they will go on. They won't go on anything that you've thing. Because they've got that one thing that they can say, no, 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 no. You're a terrible, terrible person and you should never see your daughter or son again. Never see your children again. There are thousands of me. I'm not the only one. That's why I'm not really, I try not to get too upset about it, because this is the system that we live in. It's not just for me. It's not just, I'm a bad guy, right? No, this shit has been going on for years. This is how it works. This is what happens. It's not suddenly just for you because you're a bad guy. I mean, they've got nothing on you, man. Nothing other than lies and freaking bullshit that they've made up in your name. Okay? And they've accused you of stuff that just didn't happen. It doesn't happen. I was accused of really serious stuff, man. I didn't go there prepared for that. I went there prepared to be answered, to ask questions. And, they just turn that shit around. Yeah? Throw it at you. And you go, no, I didn't. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, they're offended. Apparently they're offended because you're not admitting to it. You ask them for proof. We got any proof, any paperwork, any orders? What have you got to show me? They've got nothing because nothing exists. Okay? Nothing. But it doesn't matter. They don't need proof. They don't need real shit. They just need accusations. That's it. They don't need anything else. Okay? So that's all you're facing. You're facing, and that's all that's needed. So be very careful, boys. There are thousands of men like me. Thousands. I'm not the only one. That's not the first report that person's wrote that way. I can guarantee you it's not. It's not the first report that this person's wrote or that person's wrote. There's several different reports here, all by people that I've never met. I've never met them. And here they are writing a report about me. I find that amazing. I really do. You've never spent 2 seconds, you watch a video on here and you go, oh, look, I don't like what he says. Ooh, 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 ooh. And that's it. You're not allowed to be a father. You're not allowed to. It's a weird thing, man. So on the day you're gone, I gotta swallow the pill, bro. I gotta swallow it.
and I'm the only one going through any kind of
The other side, well, your ex-wife or whatever, well, your ex-girlfriend or whoever, haven't got any of the stresses you do, man. None. They are completely covered, completely
whole. Yeah, completely whole. I'm broken. Yeah. Nothing. I'm not. They don't say anything like that. Nothing. I swear to God, no, nothing. Oh, fucking hell, mate. Fucking. You're talking about a very, very young. Yeah. No, 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 mate. Nothing like that. Nothing. Just don't want me to see. That's all. Just that's all. Yeah, Dad, yeah, yeah. And then sends me a piece of paper, Dad, right? And it's got it's got words on it. I want to, right? But
The words are in a particular order. They've got a dot, and then they've got what they want. Dot, what they want, dot, what they want, right? Here we are 2 weeks later, and I get sent the same piece of paper
from a different source, written the same way, with the same wording, the same everything, Dad. How did that go from my side to the other side, and nobody's telling me anything?
Who's been talking to who here? Who is trying to get me to sign what you tried to get me to sign on that day? Because I think there's a whole bunch of collusion going on here behind the doors that I don't know about.
And that's supposed to be my side, who represents me in my best interest, right? But you hand me a piece of paper with dot, dot, dot and all these things written on it. Mate, I'm very suspicious about that. Very, very suspicious. How did the same wording, the same orders, the same things demanded get to that party? Unless it was given to them.
That's my conclusion to it.
There's something going on. Something's not right. It's just not. I've never seen a lawyer hand a client a piece of paper, basically signing everything over and agreeing to this, and this, and that's in your best interest.
It's unheard of. It's unheard of. That's not what your lawyer is supposed to do for you.
Your lawyer is not supposed to hang you. Okay?
They're not supposed to hang you. They're not supposed to be behind the doors making deals to hang you.
Okay? But broken, yeah. I'm trying to mend myself.
I am trying to do that. That is true. I am trying to do that. I do talk to my sisters a lot and try and get my head around things. And I said to my sister, I'll go online for a little while, but I won't be talking about whatever.
She said, no, I said, there's plenty of stuff in the world to talk about. Plus I've been married a couple of times. It's not the only time I've been married. So, yeah, I'm not doing anything illegal or wrong or anything like that. So, basically, Dad, yeah.
And it's not in my favour at all. At all. No, it's completely signed. It's not in my favour at all. In fact, it makes
everything that I've been through the last 4 years mean nothing. If you were to sign that piece of paper, that means that everything that you have done is valueless.
It means nothing. All the courses you've done, all the psychological reports you've done, all of their shit you fucking jumped over will mean nothing if you sign that piece of paper, because you have voluntarily done it. You've voluntarily signed it over. Okay? and then you've signed, you want this to happen to you and that to happen to you, and are you kidding me? Like, listen, I've had nothing to do with you for fucking 8 years. Just, but they want control, man. They want total control in your life. Okay?
And for somebody that's, like they watch me, man.
They watch, and they look for anything that they can have a little complaint about. Anything that they can bring up. And all they've got is a couple of pieces of paper.
That's it, bro. That's all they got. And that's all they need.
It's horrifying as a dad, because if that's all it took, then why did I go through anything? Why didn't we just jump straight to there, right? Just jump straight to that. Because what's the point in doing all of this work to get to that when you're going to lose right there and then? You're going to lose, right?
So what's the point? What's the point in going through any of that?
It's just to occupy your time. It's to occupy your time. It's to put you on the treadmill, to put you on the mouse wheel. Okay?
That's all they're created for. All these courses and lessons and reports and everything they make you go through. They're just to keep you busy, keep your mind busy, put you on a target and say, look, if you do this and this and this, at the end of it, you'll be able to see your children. That's what they say to you. They say to you to do all of this stuff and prove to the court how much you love your children. So they put you on the journey, mate, with the frame of mind, I'll go through all of this because, I want to be a dad, rah, rah, rah. There's no intentions of that. Welcome to the game. Welcome to the game. Welcome to the game. Welcome to the mouse wheel, okay? Because that's all it is. You're going to be doing all this stuff, paying out all this money. Each one of the courses cost me $400. The men's behaviour course was $450. The psychology lady was $50 an hour to go and talk to her. I ran out of money, boys. Like, what do you think I am, a fucking millionaire? I ran out of money. Any normal person's going to run out of money. You don't have $100,000 sitting in a bank. Yeah. You're going to need it. Possibly even more. Yeah, man. Yeah, she lives in Queensland now, yeah. Taking care of her dad, mate. Yeah, she's a nice lady, that one. Yeah, she's helped me a few times, mate, just to help me along. She's kind to me. She's nice to me. What a sister is supposed to be. It doesn't matter how much of an idiot I am or whatever, I'm still her brother. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what I do or what I say or whatever, I'm still her brother. So
it doesn't change. It'll never...
It's just me and her, man. We're the last ones standing. That's what I told her. We're the last ones standing.
I get into strife big time everywhere else. Like I make one wrong move or whatever and I'm hated on. Looked at as a beggar. Looked at as like this broke ass, rah, 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 rah. The big speeches at the table and all of that kind of thing, mate. Fuck, I don't want to be involved in any of that. I didn't, go there with any intentions or anything like that, man. And yeah, I don't have any of that from there. I've already been invited. I've been invited to go up and do my security license.
So I get to spend some time with my sister, and I don't know how I'll be being there or whatever, but. I'm pretty sure I'll last a little bit of while just to get my license and get the security guard license, and I'll get it transferred over to Victoria, and then I can get a job just standing there, fucking, I don't know, some cunt fucking rips something, I just trip them up as they're running past me, because I can't run fucking 10 feet. I can't run fucking 10 feet, bro. I'm fucking useless, right? So I'll just trip them, fucking make them fall over.
Yeah, I'll just be some security guard running around a shopping centre somewhere. Little Lord Dobby in his security guard outfit. But that's a comfortable job for me. I'm not really wanting a manual labour job. I don't want anything that I'm lifting shit and rah rah. Just, I'm sorry, man. I'm drained. I feel drained. I feel drained. Like everything that I've up till now has put a huge drain on me. If that's a way of explaining it. But I just feel drained. Yeah, I feel drained. So I just need to rest. My own mental health, my own mental thing. If they had their choice, mate, I'd still be going to a psychologist, mate. Fucking joke. No, I went to put the kettle on, and then I thought, well, it's fucking too hot for a cup of tea. I've done it a couple of times thinking I'll go and have a cup of tea. And I put the kettle on and think, hang on a minute, I'm already hot. So I wouldn't mind a cup of tea because I've got nothing to drink. I'm thinking I'll drink Coca-Cola, but I've been warned not to drink Coca-Cola at my age. Rah, rah. Like I'm getting warned about all the things that I'm eating by the old guy, the old man. He's fucking not happy. Keeps asking me all kinds of health questions. Yeah, I feel drained. Yeah. And I don't blame people for feeling drained and down. And I don't think. I think only the really rich don't feel that, but they also feel drained because of what's happening around them. So I believe that's everybody. It's not just me. I'm not special. I just feel drained, and I feel very fortunate that I can just go and have a sleep. I don't know how to explain it to you. I go and have a rest and rest my body rather than stressing and dwelling on it, then going for a walk and coming back sweat dressing. And I need to be able to rest my brain because I've got on that particular day is going. You've got no idea, Richie, what it's going to be like for me. It's going to be horrible. It's going to be. I don't know what. I'm letting it all, and I'm not going to react to anything. I'm not going to, because I'm just expecting. Because you've all got it planned anyway. This shit was sent to my thing 2 weeks ago and shown to me, and now it's suddenly appearing on this side. The same wording, everything is now being produced. So don't tell me there's no thing going on here because it is, and it won't matter. It won't matter, okay? And I've got to let it dwell. It's not easy. After everything I've been through, after everything I've done. But at least I'll have a piece of paper to tell me rah rah, and I'll have all of my records. One day, hopefully, just like my eldest daughters contacted me, I'll be able to tell them, show them whatever they ask me. So that's all I can hope for. Everybody the same. Yeah, I think we are. All of us go to the same supermarket. All of us watch the same TV. All of us watch the same bullshit going on TikTok. All of us get drained by that, just by that negative information all the time, the negative thing that is around us all the time, that seems to feed off that negativity. It seems to feed off it and makes more negativity around you. That's why I try and break out of it. I tell you to go for a walk, go out and go and have a shower if I wasn't online. Go and have a shower and go for a walk. And then if I come back and I'm feeling a bit tired, I'll have a little lie down, even if it's for half an hour. It doesn't matter. I still lay down, put my body down and rest for half an hour. And then get back again up and what am I going to do? Well, there's nothing, so you get down. You dwell on shit, dude. No one has any updates on Spidey. His mum doesn't say anything. I think he's totally effed. I think he's gone. I think that's it for him. I think it'll be years, mate, before you see Spidey. I don't think they're going to let him out anytime. Might do 5 years.
He's going to do a long time, mate. Okay? A long time. Okay?
They're not going to let him out.
5 years, 7 years.
I'd say something like that. Were you there on that stream? Were you watching that stream? Because it was one of those times I flicked over and I
Actually caught him saying all of that.
and I just thought that it's the spiral down is just getting lower and lower and lower. The spiral down, because there's no gifts. There's nothing, mate. He can't even buy it's worse than me. It's worse than fucking, because he's relying on it. Okay, he's relying on it, right? But he's not getting anything. You can look on TikiLeaks, man. It's like $10 US a day, right? You know what I mean? Like he can't even walk in and buy himself a coffee or buy himself breakfast or anything. And then they would send him money for DRUGS or send him money for beers and alcohol and stuff like that. And they'd want him to get, that kind of thing online. That's the only thing that he become known for after that. Sleeping in the fucking bushes, mate. Yeah? Public toilets, that kind of thing. Tragic, mate. Total tragedy. Total. And it happens to all of them. It happens to all the streamers, the same thing. Every fucking one of them spiral, mate. They start up big, they're getting the good money or whatever, I don't know. And then they slowly they hit the bottom, mate. They hit the bottom. I've lasted a long time compared to others. I've actually lasted a long time. I've actually done all right. I've actually lasted a good amount of time, to be honest. I've spiraled. You've seen me. I was heartbroken, completely devastated, completely. And for some reason, the people in the lawyers, they think you're supposed to handle it like a champ. It's no problem. You get removed, you lose your family, you lose your whole life. Yeah, that's not a problem. What are you complaining about? You should be as happy as she is. She's happy. Why can't you be happy like her? Oh God. Yeah, I was on there. I was on that live stream, man. I was watching. Yeah, he was on a boat or something from memory. He was on a boat, whatever, and the guy's just spiraling out of control. The things he was saying were just atrocious, like literally atrocious. And, even I said to myself, man, can I get into trouble for being in this fucking chat? Because this is, he is full on, LIFE, thing, his sister, mum, like full on. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I'm thinking, are you fucking crazy? Are you that fucking gone? I thought to myself that this is the end. This is it. This is it. This is Australia. You cannot fucking go online and say you're gonna do this, and this to your mum and sister. Like, are you fucking crazy? And I wasn't wrong. I only stayed in there a few minutes. I didn't like to see the downfall. I don't like to watch it. I don't find it entertaining when someone is spiraling. And they have no support, no help, no, there's 300 people, 400 people in the chat, but nobody fucking helps him. They want to see him fail. They want to see him go all spastic and go off his head and go into shops and abuse people. And, they want to see him do shit online that's, DRUGSs. You're getting the wrong people around you, just the wrong crowd, okay? Just the wrong crowd. And it all started with the Slammer. It all started from him, man. Once he hooked up with Slammer on TikTok, that was the start of the downfall in a big way, like in a big way, yeah.
Like I know he liked his DRUGSs, but he had no contact. Okay, no contact. You understand what I'm saying? Like on the phone, bang. Okay, whereas Slammer, he's got the fucking bang straight away. The guy's floating around. Little Glenn, right? Little Glenn, yeah, that's the DEALE, mate. It's him, right?
So he was making money off him. You see, he's making money off him, right? Um, yeah, that's who they were, right? And then Glenn stepped out because he realised that he was showing himself too much, and it doesn't take much to work out where they're getting their gear from. So that all unfolded. No, man, it was just a matter of time. I have no understanding what drew him to that slammer other than the DRUGSs. That's it. You can't tell me that's content, what they were making, what they were doing is content, or being, what do they call it, influencers. I'm thinking to myself, fuck, mate, the world has gone to shit. This is an influencer. This is who is influencing our youth. Far out. His audience is out to see him, you know, just terrible. Terrible, man. 10 times worse than they were with me. You know, like that guy couldn't walk down the block without getting blue coats. And then on the following block, another set of blue coats because they've had another phone call. He's got a KINFE in his thing. The last phone call, he's got a GUN in his bag. You know, all kinds of, they just, you know, non-stop making phone calls on the guy. You know, there's no money in it. There's no money in it. There's no paper. I felt sorry for him, man. I genuinely felt sorry for Spidey because you've got all of this fame and rah-rah, but you're sleeping in a bush, my son. You can't even afford to rent a room, okay? You can't even afford to get a chocolate milk or a coffee milk. And I know that feeling, but I don't have to rely on it. I've got $43 in the bank. I'm going down to buy a chocolate milk, you know? And I'll worry about tomorrow, you know? But that poor guy couldn't do anything, mate. And he wasn't on the dole, remember that. He never got Centrelink. People think he was on the Seno, mate. He's not on the Seno. He was never on the Seno. So he was literally starving, literally, and had nowhere to live, nowhere to sleep, no blankets of any kind, no comfort in life of any kind. And everybody wanted more from him, more outlay on him. Yeah, I mean, they would bet his downfall, mate, in the back. They've got bets going on, you know, his downfall, how long, that kind of thing. Shameful behaviour by them. Shameful behaviour by people, man. 400 people in the crowd, rah, and they all want to see him downfall. And the only time they give him paper is when he wants to go and get DRUGSs or alcohol. And he's got to sit there drinking it and sit there doing that shit online, you know. And at 4 o'clock in the morning, he's picking through the carpet, trying to find particles. Fuck it, I don't, you know. But he is dead set picking through the carpet. And this is what they, I felt really sorry for him. Because now you're living with the dealer. You're living with the boy, with the guy himself. You're living. So, yeah, it's not going to end well. It's not going to end well. So maybe that was his way of reaching out. Maybe that's his way of getting help. Because the path that he was on was very destructive. And it would have been very bad if he'd stayed on that path. But since then, he's been in the nick and he's hopefully getting cleaner and stuff like that. And he's eating food. He's got a roof over his head. He's got a TV to watch. I think right now, you know, even though it's jail, it's still like the Hilton, mate, compared to living under a bush. Okay? Just like this place is the Hilton to me. This is like the Hilton fucking hotel, bro. Every time I walk in the door. Because the last place, I lived in a fucking garage. Okay? And then the last place before that, I lived in a spare fucking room. So this is the Hilton right here. I got bathroom, kitchen. I got my own little bed. I got, you know, this is the Hilton right here. Total upgrade from a garage. I don't know. I did hear he was a bit of a stinky. You know, there's not too many showers on the street, mate. There's not too many showers. You know, try and go 2 days without a shower and see how you smell. Okay? See how you smell, mate. And yeah, and see how you feel, your skin. See how you feel, mate, after, you know,
not having a shower for one day.
You don't shower today, you go to bed tonight, and you don't have a shower until tomorrow, and see how you fucking feel tomorrow morning. Because you're going to feel like shit. Now imagine you have to go online and try and beg cunts for money, mate, for fucking 8 hours. Imagine that. Walking around, walking everywhere. How many fucking miles did this kid walk? Yeah?
And he can't even buy a sandwich. But he's got 400 people in there watching him. That's fucking sad, mate. All right? I felt sorry for the guy. Like, I really did. I fucking felt bad for him. Like, you know, he got all this fame and yeah.
But if he did have money, he'd spend it on DRUGSs anyway. If he had paper, it'd all go on that, mate. It'd be gone, right?
Yeah, that stuff gets a bad hold of you, bro. That METH, METH, yeah.
That stuff it gets a hold of you, man. It's pretty bad.
It's already on TikTok, bro. Have you seen those fuckwits on TikTok, mate? Sitting there with a little glass little fucking thing, sitting there online, live. You know, I go on there with a cigarette in my hand, like that, and put it down. Mate, bang, I was fucking done straight away. I was done. You know, I go on there and I say 20 seconds worth of something. I was telling a joke, and one of it was all men are bad. So they recorded me saying all men are bad and sent that in. And I got 1 week suspension for saying that. Because they've only got to record 10 seconds of what you say. But you've got other people on there, full on glass thing in their hand, off screen, lighting it like that. Like you can tell, like they're just off screen. And then they go like that and blow the thing out. Like that to me is like how... This is the entertainment of our youth now. This is the entertainment of our youth. Like that's what they find entertaining, you know.
And then they all get encouraged to go out and get it. They all get encouraged to go out and get it and go online and be a big shot, rah. Mate, that's,
yeah, frightening. Make a cup of coffee. Sorry, man. Oh, man, go for a walk. Get some fresh air. I'll get a packet of smokes. See if there's a robot. We'll go and see if there's a robot.
we've still got half power.
Far out, man. It doesn't matter even if I've got it plugged into the wall. It still uses half the power. I didn't think it'd use that much, man.
Let's see if is this got notifications? 1 minute.
Okay, let's turn that on, see if it makes it too dark.
Kind of, hey. You've got to put the power saving on, mate.
I don't like it on, man. I'll see if that charging thing I'll see if that charging thing's charged. see if this has got any power in it, man. I think I charged it. I can't remember. That goes into there. Goes into here. And we'll see how much power is in this thing. Oh, it's got 2 in there. Two dots. This is handy, eh? Never heard of it until you guys told me about it. Never thought about it until you guys told me about it. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know who that is, but thanks very much, man. Circe? What is that? Circe? That's a weird name, man. How do you pronounce that name? Fuck, my eyes are no good, man. That's an unusual name, man. I never heard of that name. I've seen a lot of names in my time, but Circe. Okay. That's a lovely name. Circe. That's a lovely name. Is that a man's name or a woman's name? It'd be a nice woman's name, eh? Circe. Like a Greek god's name, Circe, isn't it? A Greek god's name? I think it's a Greek god, Circe. Nice name. Very unusual name. There's not too many Circes kicking around in the world, mate. There's plenty of Charleses. My name is Charles. Like fucking Charles, right? You know how many Charles there are, mate? Fuck. You know, back in the old days when I was, you know, that was the current name in England. That majoritively the children there's a lot of children called Charles, okay, after the king. But nowadays they're all Muhammad. Everybody's Muhammad. Every fucking cunt in the world's Muhammad. You go down the street, you just yell out Muhammad, every cunt turns around, mate. Everybody's Muhammad, mate. Everybody, Muhammad or Abdul. Okay, that's it. That's the 2 names. That's your choice when you get bored over there. Fucking, you know, out, bro. I am old. I'm not young, and I don't pretend I'm handsome, mate. Okay, I know I'm ugly. I know I'm ugly, bro. All right, I know I'm ugly. I'm not handsome at all. I'm like a 0. I'm like a 0, okay? But that's okay, mate. I'm not chasing biscuit. I've had enough biscuit. I've had enough women. I've been married a few times. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm fine. I'm fine in my ugliness. I don't really think about it. I'm not out chasing biscuit, mate. It doesn't matter. A woman's name. Yeah, it would be a nice woman's name. Yeah, that would be a nice woman's name. Yeah, definitely a woman's name. Yeah. It would be a man's name, but not many. You know, I'm pretty sure there's a Greek god, Circe. I'm pretty sure I've seen it in a Hercules movie. Yeah, I've seen it in a Hercules movie, man. Circe. That was like the Greek god? I think it was a lady. I'm not sure. I was a kid, but I remember watching it. Da-na-na-na-na-na. And John Cena's pretty cool, man. I fucking... Vaghead. Just call him Vaghead. How you doing, Vaghead? Oh, mate, we haven't even thought about it. I haven't even thought about it, bro. We don't complain. We don't complain, mate. I don't care about that kind of thing anymore. I'm not. It's a young man's game. It's a young man's game. I'm just going to get a packet of smokes. I've been online, sitting here, and I thought I'll just get out of the house for a little while, go for a walk. I need to go for a walk. I need to get fresh air. I need to go for a walk. And just rest my brain, rest my thing, and stay positive, because next week it's going to be a hard week. You know, it's not going to be an easy week. So I'm trying to gear myself up for that. That's all. And I know they watch everything. They watch my live streams, looking for me to say something, and then they write a report about it, shit like that. And, you know, they'll pick 30 seconds out of a 4-hour stream and complain about it. Swear to God, they will pick 30 seconds out of it. They'll take a screenshot and say, oh, you said this and you said that. And then it's the final chapter next week, mate. The final chapter. The book will close. Remo! Leave him alone. It's freak him out. I always say he freaks out a little bit. I just do it out of fun, man. I used to do that to my friends at work. Just yell out their name. Fucking out of the factory. They fucking start laughing and shit. I just go for a walk, mate. Go down to the beach. I live right by the beach. Across the road from the beach, bro. I can hear the waves, mate, to be honest with you. And I often come down here every day to try and help my mindset, mate, to keep my mental health proper and, you know, just get out of the house for a little while. When you're on a limited budget, boys, you're on the Seno, you're on a limited budget, there is no good going out all day somewhere. There's no good going here or going there or whatever if you're on a limited budget, because you cannot afford to be doing that. You know, when you go out somewhere, you're going to get hungry, you're going to get thirsty, you're going to have to spend some of your paper, okay? So unless you're actually doing something, a job interview, a job agency, you've got a reason to go out somewhere, like the supermarket, you really shouldn't go anywhere. You really shouldn't. You need to conserve what you've got and make sure you just don't waste it going out somewhere, to a shopping centre, say. What are you going to do? Walk around and do what? You know what I mean? So, and you're going to waste your energy, you're going to waste your mind fuck on it, okay? It's nice to get to have a break or whatever, but don't make that an everyday thing, because you're going to end up, you know, I mean, you're on a limited budget, bro. Okay? So food and drink is your main priority. Keeping yourself sustained. Okay? And the other your main thing is to keep a roof over your head. Keep a roof over your head, keep your landlord happy, keep your bills paid, and you should be congratulating yourself, okay? Not putting yourself down, because there's a lot of people out there that can't even do what you're doing, okay? They're totally, you know, they live at home with mum and dad at the age of 40, mate, okay? You're maintaining yourself, okay? So that's your main thing and your main goal at where I am. If you're going through a lot of stressful situations like I am at the moment, that should be your main priority. It's entertainment. Entertainment is not your main priority. Keeping your bases covered is your main priority, okay? Making sure you've got everything done. Sorry, man, I'm just trying to organise this power unit thing, because I'm going to end up breaking this freaking cord too. It's the only way that you can think. It's the only way. Okay, you won't be able to survive. You won't be able to survive, mate. You won't. Your Senos are not every 2 weeks. So if you go out and you spend all your money in the first week, what are you going to do, mate? Live on the second week. How are you going to survive? Okay? It's not there for that. It's not there for entertainment. It's there for you to just live on and survive. I told that to the job agency lady. You know, I got to put $5 on to come down and see you in the transport thing. I don't want to come every month, you know. Can we make it every couple of months, right? That I come and see you. So no, that's how I have to do it anyway. That's how I have to live my, you know, that's how I survive, mate. I can't go out and do anything, so I don't go out and do anything. There's no point in going out anywhere. Why is the screen so dark? Can hardly see anything. I don't know. Can't see shit. No, you don't make a living off Seno, mate. Are you crazy? No, not in today's day and age, bro. Your rent takes up most of your Seno. Your rent alone, okay? Your rent will be at least 80 to 90% of your Seno. Okay? I mean, just to rent a room in your local area, just go on Facebook, look up Marketplace and put in, rent a room. And you'll be able to see how much just renting a room is in your local area. And it will make you snap, mate. You'll go, fucking no way, right? But yeah, you're looking at $250 a week, $280 a week, $300 for a room, just to rent a room in someone else's house. An apartment goes for, for what I'm at, $360 a week. That's what I am, $360 a week, okay? So, and the house is $800 a week to rent a house, $1,000 a week, whatever it is to rent a house. So, you're on a normal job, good luck. That is why grown men live at home with their mum and dad at the age of 35, okay? But it'll keep you out of trouble. It'll keep you out of trouble, okay? That's the whole. It's not meant as anything else. It's meant to keep you out of trouble. Keep you going until you find a job, okay? Until you get your life together. And then you're supposed to move on and get a job and stuff like that. What phone do I have? An Oppo. I have an Oppo phone. The Oppo. You can buy them in JB, $160, $180. Nice big phone, good screen, good speakers. No complaints at all. Absolutely none. And a really good cheap phone. Oppo. Yeah. Oppo. That was the last one I got anyway. 160. 160 it was. And it was a bigger screen than the one I've got now. And it was a newer unit. I just haven't used it yet. Or online kind of thing. I haven't used it. I use it when I'm sitting there reading something and I'm talking to you guys. That's the only time it really gets used. Well, I did lose it for nearly 2 weeks. I lost this phone, and then the person finally handed it in. I just kept checking at the shopping centre. So I went back and it was there. You can't answer my phone. If I call them, you can't answer it. Okay, it doesn't word in, mate, to open the phone up. You can't just answer the call. Anyway, it's a good phone. Oppo. Just make sure you get one of the white cords, like this one. You need that big plug. You see the big plug? You need the big plug. If you get the small plug, no good. It just comes straight out. You won't be able to charge it with it. It's fucking horrible. So make sure you get the big plug. How's this, Here we are walking Lord Dobby and we're talking about phone plugs, mate. We're not yelling and screaming at each other. There's no negative fucking energy. You know what I mean? Like, don't you think the chat's changed a lot since the old days kind of thing? I think it has. Maybe it's gotten a bit more boring. Maybe that's the problem. I need to make it more exciting. Start yelling at somebody or something. I don't know. Far out. Yeah, the beach is just over there, man. You can hear it. You can hear the beach. It's a beautiful day in the neighbourhood, a beautiful day to be a neighbour. Won't you be mine, won't you be mine, won't you be my neighbour? Thanks to the people that don't skip through shit too. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Let it play. Don't skip out on it. I know it's a pain in the ass, but yeah, thank you for not skipping through all the through the things, man. I appreciate it. Let it play out. Let these billionaires fucking pay a little bit of money, mate. They can afford it, brother. They got billions, okay? They're not going to worry about a couple of cents here and there. All right? For the little fella. What time is it? Far out, it's 4:30. Phew. That day went quick. Didn't know it was that late. Well, I hope you have a really good week, viewer. You know, I hope you have someone in your life that loves you and that isn't fake. I really do. And I hope you have someone in your life that you can trust and actually believe in them. I do wish all these nice things for you. And I hope that you can find that in your life. And I hope that you can be a dad or a mum, you know. But I hope you can be a dad. You know, you get to raise your children and be around them and be a part of their lives. I hope that's not taken from you. And I do wish you all the best. Okay? Stay happy and well, viewer. Stay happy and well. Oh, well, give us a like on the stream if you don't mind. Alright, give us a like. Give us a share. Watch a thing if you can. I'd appreciate it. Don't just skip through it. And I hope you have a good day. I'll try and stay on my path. Hope I haven't said anything that offends anybody or whatever at this point in time. Yeah, just have a good day, yeah?